Welcome, everybody, to the Get Bent Podcast, the podcast for blurs, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. We are your hosts of the most, myself, Spartans, Far Out TV, Short Guy Joe. Fellas, we made it to the weekend. As always, I got to ask, how we feeling?
Last night was something.
Yep, well, yeah, when it comes to the Game Awards, it definitely was something. A lot of, definitely breaking out the broom. Joe, about you?
Last night was just the video game version of that one night at the Oscars when Return of the King was up and just slept.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, why on a Thursday, Jeff?
That was different, wasn't it? Usually it's a Friday. Usually it Fridays or Saturdays. The Game Awards is usually on.
I want to say it has been on Thursdays before, but it just kind of clicked. Why are we doing what should be a weekend event in like the day before Thursday?
Hey, Bama, roll tide. But it was kind of odd for a one-day event, and that's pretty much it. It's not like Summer of Games where Summer of Games is over a weekend, but either way, before we get into it, guys, let you know that we are a little bit on the leveled up side, which means we do watch your language. We also show video game movie game trailers that might be too intense for young adults, so viewer discretion is advised. Aside from that, welcome. And speaking of trailers, before we get into the Game Awards and what happened there, James Gunn decided that, you know what, Thursday feels like a good day to go ahead and drop the SuperGirl trailer, which he did. If you haven't seen the SuperGirl trailer, that's what we're going to play now. And again, I think Gunn got it right.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy. Hi, Cars Laurel. Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Her Tom didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
What Superman like?
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
All right, and that was the trailer for Supergirl. As you can see, guys, will be in theaters June 26th of next year. As Bama said, what do you say, Bama? Is that Space Gabby? Space Gabby.
Huh?
You have to elaborate on that one. That kind of rolled past my head.
Is that a reference from something else? That's I know this old girl from House of the Dragon.
I guess that's what you're trying to say. Are you talking about House of the Dragon? Bama, let us know. But I'll go ahead and say it. Gunn has done it again. I mean, from music choice all the way down to everything else. Also, if you haven't noticed in the actual trailer, Cabby. If you didn't notice,
we don't know.
I'm sorry. Oh, you said, Joe?
Oh, it's a Space Cabby. We don't know yet. I don't know if he's going to be in this or not.
Don't know yet either. Oh, okay, Space Cabby. Sorry, that's what he was saying. However, we did get, and I should have actually grabbed a screenshot of this while I had the chance, because we did get to see a little bit of Jason Momoa's character as Lobo. And yes, it has been blown up. He did already confirm it. I just wish I was there when this trailer came out because I know he had a lot to get off his chest. But I would highly recommend also reading Woman of Tomorrow if you haven't. I think there will be some references to this in this movie. But Tafari, Joe, what did y'all think of the trailer?
I love the confirmation that Crypto knows how to act depending on who's with him. When he's with her, he very much does what the hell he wants.
Very much.
Kal-El has a very undisciplined dog on his hand, and it seems like I wonder if this is where she was either before the events of Superman or this is after.
See, that's
after.
I don't know.
Okay.
Because technically, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Superman, she does appear at the end, talking about "come get the dog." And I guess in this case, it could be before Superman. It's after. Oh, it's after. They said it was after.
No, it is after because he talks about how she goes and getting ready to go party on a planet with the red sun for her birthday.
Okay, so this is that red sun planet.
Okay, so never mind then. So answers that question. So it's after. So, but yeah. But what anything else y'all guys got? Because like I said, between this, Jason Momoa as the main man showing up, I'm looking forward to it. But what y'all guys got?
Looks to be a pretty solid adaptation of Tom King's Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. A lot of people are either loving this or are very, very fixated, strangely, on how she's acting.
Yeah.
People have this in their mind that she is Supergirl supposed to always be Supergirl from the 80s or Supergirl from Superman the Animated Series to no lesser extent Justice League Unlimited. They are just not aware of what her comic persona is like, or has been over the course of the last 15 to 20 years. And I'm not going to fault people for that because, if you don't read comics, that's not a big deal.
Right.
But this is in line with what Kara Zor-El is like on a normal basis. The woman got a red ring for a reason. She was a Red Lantern for an extended period of time. Sure. She does have ridiculously deep-seated anger issues and anger problems. We also see that this is alluding to Brainiac because we are seeing a city, Kandor bottled in the trailer. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure the whole movie is going to be taking place potentially on one or two planets rather than the multiple planets. I hope to God they skip Space Alabama. As prevalent as that issue was, I just don't think we need Space Alabama in this movie, but, who's to say? Yeah. They are following the revenge tale of that little girl seeking revenge on the dude who killed her dad, which is fine. Yeah. I am hoping for a competent or good adaptation of Woman of Tomorrow. I don't think it's that hard to do. It's just Kara on a Conan-style adventure. This time it looks like it's going to be on a planet. I don't know how Lobo's going to factor into this, but, Jason Momoa is kind of made to play that role anyways, and
yeah.
I mean,
he's doing this and strangely Blanca later on, but we'll talk about that when we get to that.
I mean, he got the look down.
Why is Alabama catching sprays? Well, they go to a planet which is 1960s to 1950 to 1970 Montgomery, Alabama. There is no other way of putting that.
In all its historical accuracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of like thugs and lowlives and nobodies and bounty hunters all crossing paths on a planet or some outer rim place where it's like everyone just comes to drink. This is right up Gunn's alley. So if she is on the run on a red sun planet and we get the yellow sun action at the end of the film, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, but that's the reason.
We also need to keep in mind that Gunn is not directing this. Gunn did not write this. Mm-mm. This is kind of like the Michael Bay scenario where he is just producer and studio head. So this is not a Gunn vision. This is just in line with Gunn's vision.
But like I said,
he's helping out and helping do things, but this is not like Superman where he wrote and directed it.
Right.
Okay.
But I still got faith in it, though. I still got a lot of faith
No,
in
no,
it.
no. I'm not saying don't have faith in it. Absolutely, by all means, have faith in this. I think this will turn out great. I can also see a large amount of people either refusing to watch it because it's Supergirl, or people hate watching it just to get the hate views.
Oh, they've already started.
That's how culture works these days.
They've already started. As you said, it's already begun.
Oh yeah. And again, if your only connection to Supergirl is 1980s Supergirl or Superman the Animated Series Supergirl or Justice League Unlimited Supergirl, that is fine. I'm not asking you go read a book, because Lord knows this book does need to be read, but I'm not expecting you to know every single thing about the character to be in line with this movie.
But at the same time,
because it doesn't line up with your view of Supergirl. That character has broadly grown and changed over the course of the years.
but at least read The Woman of Tomorrow, because it will give some idea, and it will give some context.
Well, they also did age her up in this movie. In the book, she's on the planet because she's going to get drunk off her ass because she's turning 21. And this one, she's turning 23.
23, right.
The 2-year time skip isn't a difference, but, it's the thing. I already know somebody who's not going to go take their kids just because they see it as a poor role model for girls, which, technically, it's not wrong. Technically, I mean, to be fair, I can't say anything because it's not my kids. It's his kids. It's his prerogative.
Fair.
I'm not going to fight him on that. I'm like, that I get it. You're the dad. That's your black albion on your kids.
No, that's fair.
Fine.
That's fair. But
Maybe watch them when they're a little older.
fair. But Tafara, what about you?
No, I'll definitely go check it out because it seems like we're going to get a lot more info. I mean, between this, I wouldn't be surprised if Lobo picks. Also, it seems like we're going to see the death of Krypton. So,
Yeah.
No, we are seeing the bottling, because remember, we do get confirmation Brainiac's going to be the main villain for the next Superman movie.
so is
And-
Krypton bottled or is it destroyed?
Yeah, we're seeing Krypton basically getting
Andor's
south.
getting bottled.
Yeah, it's pretty much getting bottled.
So Krypton's not gone then. This is Brainiac is the thing we were running from all this time, potentially.
Pretty much.
No,
Pretty much.
Krypton's still gone. It's just we are seeing him bottle the city of Kandor.
Okay.
Yeah, so the planet itself is gone, but what remains of the city is what he preserved, as he says. He calls himself preserving history and people, so that's the reason why you see the city. But as far as Krypton is, it's gone. But in the next Superman movie, which again they've already said that Brainiac is pretty much going to be the big bad in, that's where we're probably going to wind up seeing the contained city of Kandor there. So either way, Bama, don't say the S word, Bama. Don't say the S word. They've already been summoned.
I don't know how. I feel like he doesn't fit that plan at all.
No, he doesn't fit that style world at all.
Because it feels like Gods and Monsters was like the entirety of that entire run. Like,
yeah. And the thing, and Snyder wouldn't be able to do Brainiac properly. He couldn't even get Darkseid, and it was right there. Darkseid was right there. He didn't even use him, so that says a lot. But either way,
Martian Manhunter was literally
somebody trying to come after me because I made fun of the fact that Darkseid fought on the field and whatnot. It's like Darkseid barely ever takes the field. The only time that man decides to set foot on that field is when it deals directly with Clark. And even then, most of the time, he is still sitting there, hands behind his back, just omega beaming. And then he's like, "What's this Euxis?" And he's not Darkseid. It's like, my dude, my brother in heaven.
that would imply
Even less on the field than when before he was Darkseid, because he was playing all the behind the scenes bullshit to get his throne.
Pretty much. But like we said, it's one of those things to where Snyder fans are just not going to be happy regardless. So we just have to leave them in the basement where the rest of the installs are. But moving right along to the Game Awards, because yes, that did occur yesterday. Yes, there were a ton of news that did come out. Yes, the awards came out. We might as well go ahead and get some of these out the way before we get to the trailer for Street Fighter. But let's cover a few of these since we got a little bit. Since we're
We'll just save everybody a lot of time. Expedition 33. Okay, I've covered 3/4 of the Game Awards.
You really have. And Joe's not wrong. Expedition 33 did take away a lot of awards. However, there were some that were surprising. Games for Impact, South of Midnight, Compulsion Games. Did get the award for that. So definitely shout out.
I am looking forward to playing that when it comes out on PS5.
Also will come out next year. So congratulations to Compulsion Games for that. I was going to say what else came out. Best Family Game, which I'm surprised about. Donkey Kong Bonanza took that. Innovations in accessibility. Doom the Dark Age took that one.
No idea.
Oh, it's for allowing. I looked it up. So it's certain controllers options that allow people that were disabled or handicapped to actually play. Very cool if you ever do get a chance to watch that Xbox YouTube video, because I could see why they won that.
Okay, because I was like, Doom got something, probably not much else. I'll give it to him.
Star.
Yeah, they actually did make it to where everybody can play, which I thought was pretty cool. Best esports game, Counter-Strike 2. I guess I didn't see that.
Sure.
Esports athlete, Chovy.
Sure.
Esports team Vitality for Counter-Strike 2. Cool, I guess.
I zoned out for this entire category. I don't know if you won. God bless. Counter-Strike. God bless. I know you guys tanked your in-game economy this year by doing it, but not being, I guess, greedy people. But yeah, what best mobile game? Who is this?
Umasumi.
Uma Musume Pretty Derby. That's the Horse Girl game. I am unsurprised because so many people come to Dash just so many of those horses in real life, like the horse with the worst stats. I think her name's Haru. Got so much love and financial support from the fandom that when she passed away, all of that carried on to the rest of those horses in that ranch.
Okay. Let's see. Best independent game, of course, Extras 33 took a lot of it. Adaptation was Last of Us Season 2. That was
that's bullshit, and it should have been Sonic 3.
Yeah, first off, why the fuck over Minecraft? I just learned the other day too. Apparently, the Game Awards is 40% player votes, and then the other 60 is a fucking committee of
game journalists.
Okay, what the fuck do we vote for? We don't have a say in this shit. I feel so lied to, because as much as people dumped on Last of Us, whatever, that shit should have gone to Minecraft. And also, Sonic 3 not being included is just a big fuck off. I know Claire technically works with Sega, so this was a win for them. But as far as their franchise big boy, this was such a slap in the face.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Best action game, Hades 2. Congratulations out to them. I did not see them coming out of that.
I was surprised. I'm happy they got something. I know there were fans of Hades.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's great. Like I said, I'm surprised they got best action game, because I saw that going so differently.
Yeah, who did I have for best action? Where the hell is the category? They have this shit. Yeah, I fully thought that was going to Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah. Best performance, Jennifer English. I think she plays Mael in Expedition 33, if memory serves me right. Of course, Games for Impact, South of Midnight, Best Ongoing Game, No Man's Sky. Battlefield 6 takes Best Audio Design, I guess, because you got a lot of crap happening in one setting.
I fully didn't think Battlefield was getting a win. I thought that was going to be a pity win going to Death Stranding, honestly, who also went home empty-handed.
Pretty much. Best Content Creator of the Year, Moist Critical. Okay. I don't know who that is, but Tafari Slapping, you know who he is.
Moist does a good job using his platform not for evil. Very much embodies old school YouTube. We could be gaming today, we could be ranting about some bullshit tomorrow, or things I find offensive. So calling out the AI slop in certain things, or just some of the just not okay things going on in the world. So, or he just does streams where he's like, I'm giving away money, so I understand times are rough. So he's a very relaxed individual who calls out nonsense when he sees it, or he could just be ranting about cool stuff that he finds interesting, or things he does and does not like, even calling out YouTube itself on its hypocrisy. So he was very much, and again, had the most Charlie response, which was just Yep, that happened, and just went right on to watching the show.
Nice. Best fighting game, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Did not see that coming. Shout out to SNK for that. Most anticipated game.
Why? This should have been. This is one I'm just like, all right, who took the bribe? Because after the delay, this should have went to Wolverine.
You know what? I'm surprised because what was on there? Wolverine, Marvel 1946.
It was 007 First Light, GTA 6, Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher.
Oh, The Witcher 4. Thank you. Out of all that, GTA 6 somehow takes it. I am.
Because everybody's always going to be riding the GTA dick. So
is this not a double or three-peat win for this game in this category?
That's a good question. Probably so.
I picked Wolverine
fighting riding Obama music.
It's and for fighting game, honestly I'll give it to City of the Wolves. My money was on 2KO because it seemed like the only kind of fresh thing up there.
Good,
so
Joe.
Here's the thing we got to look at is 2KO is still technically in beta, so it's not available to everybody.
Okay.
The other games were all collections. Fatal Fury was the only fully out full game out in this list, which is one of the reasons why it won.
So yeah, that was my thing. I said in my video, I was like fighting for like the weakest category because I didn't know 2K was in beta.
Yeah.
What happened?
Last year it had that action game Sifu as a fighting game.
Didn't Sifu come out like 3 years ago?
Sifu would have been.
No, but like last year it was on the list for fighting games.
Yeah, it was on the list for fighting games. Yeah, he's right.
Did Sifu get a re-release? Didn't the Sifu come out like in like COVID times?
But that's not the point.
Okay, I get this.
Yeah.
I feel like fighting there, like sometimes they are scraping the barrel because there was the year that the One Punch Man when One Punch Man got nominated, and I'm like, there's not a zero chance it could win because there's not a lot going against it. It feels like they needed some shit to throw in there, but like you said, that was kind of what I said in my cup.
Really surprised me is we didn't. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, but no, I was agreeing with you. I said the same thing when I did my picks. Was like most of these are collections or just insert number of this franchise here, and then 2KO, which I've heard good things about. But to your point, I didn't realize it was only a beta, so I didn't realize I was hearing a limited like amount of people.
Fair, but
go
ahead.
The thing that surprised me the most is we did not get the Alex trailer following this thing.
I mean, it's one thing about that. That's why I was like the way they're doing this. But I mean, with Grand Theft Auto 6, like I said, I get it. They showed you video. Then 6 months later, they didn't show you. They showed you another video, and then you got no gameplay. I get it. I understand it. I just say they were bigger. I should say there were other games that were also deserving of that award, but that's just me. Girls Make Games got the Game Changer Award. Happy for them. Best Action Adventure Game, Hollow Knight Silk Song got it, so definitely cool on that.
Wait, was that a category on here? I didn't, or was that just given to them by the committee? Because I didn't see that for like a voting.
Best Action Adventure Game?
No, what is it? Game Changer. I didn't.
No, Game Changer wasn't on there.
Okay.
Yeah, Game Changer wasn't one of the award categories. Best Art Direction, of course, Expedition 33 took that. Best Sim Strategy Game, Final Fantasy Tactics, The Iblis Chronicles, well deserved. Indie games and Best Score Music, Expedition 33 took both of those. Best sports racing game, which I
call bullshit because if you hear it, the crowd did not cheer for Mario; they cheered louder for Sonic.
Mm-hmm. That's still wild that Mario Kart World still got best sports racing game. I thought Cross Worlds was a lock for that. I really thought it was a lock for that.
I forget what the family going to Donkey Kong. I'm not shocked. I call bullshit on best sports and racing because that is just fucking wild. Like that very much feels like if it's on a committee, it feels like they just heard the Mario name and it was like, oh yeah, they got it.
Pretty much. Best community support, Baldur's Gate. I had Helldivers 2 picked for that one.
I had Community and Ongoing. I both went to Helldivers, and it's just like, I think they got one of those last year, so GG's. But I'm just like, they deserve credit for the way they keep putting into that game.
Yep. Best VR AR game, the Midnight Walk for all those that. Hi, son. Best VR AR game, the Midnight Walk. Great, I guess. I don't really play VR. I don't think
I voted Deadpool off GP. I don't VR. Did Arkham Shadow get nominated last year for this?
I think so. I think they did. Let's see. Of course, best RPG. 33 took that one. Player's Voice. Wuthering Waves won that one, which was a surprise.
Who paid for that? Like that award had the strongest competition, and that's the one you're telling me had 100% player votes, and it went to Withering Waves over Dispatch. That one had the strongest of all people in there, and you were telling me, out of Expedition, out of Genshin Impact, who was the one that everyone's trying to defeat, Hollow Knight, Expedition 33, Dispatch, Withering Waves, really?
It was just, I'm just surprised if you are.
I'm so sorry, Dispatch. I'm pretty sure if they have people from your game presenting the award, you're not winning at this point.
Yep. Best narrative, 33 took that one. Multiplayer, Arc Raiders actually surprised everybody and got that one. Of course, best game direction and game of the year, both went.
Not really. I kind of saw that coming.
You saw Arc Raiders win multiplayer?
Yeah, I saw Arc Raiders because too many people would have boo-hooed about it.
I saw Battlefield taking. I didn't think Battlefield was going to get the audio design, but I said I thought multiplayer's got to go to Battlefield. I would not be shocked if Arc Raiders gets the upset.
No, fair, but like we said, that was the winners that did win. Like Joe said at the beginning, Claire 33, Expert 33 just seemed to break out the broom. But we didn't watch just for the awards, guys. We watched it for the trailers. But before we do get into the trailers, like we said, there were a lot of trailers that were actually played last night. Each of us picked out 5 of the ones that we thought were pretty good. But before we get to that, there was one trailer that was played that apparently has been talked about, not because of what Andrew Schultz did after they played the trailer, but the trailer itself, because people have mixed feelings about the Street Fighter teaser trailer that they showed. If you haven't seen it, here it is.
Shut your mouth. I'ma shut it for you.
And that is the teaser trailer for Street Fighter. As you can see, guys,
we saw it. I guarantee you, Joe's going to be in season 4 of Street Fighter. And this is going to be a meme movie. This is going to be the biggest effing meme movie ever.
I'm here for it. I don't need the justification for how you did it. I'm just glad they worked in the whole car destroying part.
That part. That's the part where I'm just like, you know what? I love the fact they didn't take it serious. I was so scared that they were going to go serious with it. I'm like, no, this is perfect.
The outfits, the haircut, the cheesy, clearly like foam wall that they broke through in the wires and someone. I don't care. This is how you. After Minecraft, you should not be afraid to make a video game accurate film.
Right, and this is perfect. I mean, to Eric Andre, and then of course Schultz playing Dan. Okay, I could, like I said,
like that. I just saw that concrete wall. If you go back like 10 seconds, it's clearly made of foam. Watch the wall that he gets kicked into.
Oh no! Pause right here when they
say when.
Wait for it. Right here. Like that's you can see the prop wall move.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see. Oh, that impact right there. Actually,
Yeah, that's clearly like I don't care. The fact that y'all this looks like a well done fan project that got just enough money but has the right people working on it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Now, let's not belittle fan projects because we did have the Street Fighter Assassin Fist, which was still arguably the best Street Fighter movie.
Oh yeah, I mean, Batman's son has done some.
We have an appearance of El Fuerte in the wrestling ring here in a little bit.
Oh, my bad. Oh, you mean rewind it back? Or
no, right? Move forward a little bit. It's forward. Don't worry about it. It's forward.
Okay.
Yeah, down to the sound effects, the trailer. I guess 50 Cent couldn't put his phone down. 50 Cent couldn't put his phone down long enough to like come visit, I guess.
Yeah. He's too busy. Oh, you're talking. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's El Fuerte.
Okay, that's the part you're talking about. As he literally gets laid out.
He assists himself in elbowing into the ground.
Yeah. So again, if you were watching the Game Awards, which right now it's probably muted, not muted, it's edited. Schultz, who plays Dan in the movie, Andrew Schultz, and honestly, if you don't know who he is, I was gonna say be glad, but honestly,
you're better for it these days.
Yeah, you're better for it if you don't know who he is. But the thing about it is, he said some things in disparity to Mortal Kombat. Which is also coming out, that has Carl Urban in it, playing Johnny Cage. Said some disparaging things about it. Kind of made a joke that the cast of Mortal Kombat was going to come out, when really it was the entire cast of Street Fighter coming out, and Schultz was just being himself. It's been removed, although
did they really cut it?
Some. I know the Video Game Awards, they edited their stream. I am not sure about anybody else, because I know they went back. They said they talked about going back and editing it because apparently he wasn't supposed to take the mic from.
I knew the second he had, I could tell it was unplanned. But then the Mortal Kombat guy fired back and said, "I don't climb over others to get ahead."
Yeah, and then he sat there and said, "We're here because we want to make the movie, and not because we're not out to make money." So he really did do a dig at Mortal Kombat. So again, I'm pretty sure it's still available on other streams. I know the Game Awards did update theirs because again it was unplanned. But like I said, Street Fighter looks like it's going to be off the rails. It's not taking itself seriously. That's the reason why I'm just like, I can't wait to watch it. Plus, seeing Cody Rhodes as Guile, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be real. It's going to be real interesting. But again, that's just me. But fellas, anything else we want to say about the Street Fighter trailer before we move on?
I want to see more of what I feel like they're saving 50 Cent's action scenes as Balrog because I wanted to see more of that. But the fact we got like the slight sneak peek.
We also didn't see Jason Momoa as Blanca.
That either.
Yeah, that part. We did not see him as Blanca. You're exactly right.
Also, I still find it weird that Roman Reigns is Akuma because last I checked, Akuma was not well known for spears or Superman punches.
It's going to be interesting how they're doing how he'll be Akuma in this one. I don't know if he's going to. They may, like I said, this is all supposed to be off the rails, so we don't know exactly where they're going to go with this. So we will.
All I know is we better have a joke about it day of the week. They better have 50 Cent try to hack a computer while we're boxing gloves. And Bison has to say this is delicious at some point. We need like all these Street Fighter, Jean-Claude Van Damme memes, and we need the animated series memes.
I just don't do the Raw Julia joke. That's just let's leave It Was Tuesday where it is with that man. That's the only thing I ask. Let's not do It Was Tuesday joke. But Tafari, what about you? Anything more you want to add to it?
No, that's it. I mean, for a teaser trailer, that's not bad. That is how you keep everyone hooked and then come back for the rollout for 2026. Yeah, the Mortal Kombat, same thing I said with the little jab at the Silk Song team. Neither of those were necessary. If you would have just been like, just kidding, they're not here, but hey, man, look, it's great. We got video game movies, whether you like a fandom, whatever. We got this, we got Mortal Kombat, we got Mario. The fact that he was like, yeah, they don't care about you guys. I was like, who? I know the whole team was backstage. Like, man, fucking why?
Right. But either way, it's going to be good. But like we said, we got trailers. Each of us picked out 5 trailers, although I'm pretty sure over, let's say, close to 50, 60 trailers may have been played last night. We're only going to show the 5 that we picked. Now, the 5 that each of us picked does not mean that these were the best ones. These are the ones that we thought were the most interesting. So,
yeah, my last one is strictly here to laugh at. Jeff and his final reveal.
Oh, that final reveal was a little bit on the disappointing side. But we're going to start with Exodus. And before we actually got started this podcast, what did you call Exodus, Joe, before the best way to explain this trailer?
Oh, legally distinct Mass Effect.
And it does really like Mass Effect. But if you haven't seen it, here's the trailer for Exodus.
Who are you? I'm a friend. Celestials are the enemy of humanity. A relentless threat to our very survival. I can't do this anymore. Salvaging scraps just to get by.
Child of Orion, fulfill the purpose for which you were crafted, and seize your destiny.
Our world is dying. You are the only one who can wield celestial tech and find a cure. Well, that's terrifying. But with the right ship and the right crew, you could save all of us.
I was on an alien world. Felt like I was finally doing what I was made for.
Thank you, June.
We are the defenders of Leiden's future. And we will fight to protect it. The fight for survival has consequences. How far are you willing to venture? How much are you willing to sacrifice to save your world?
Damn, kid. No pressure there.
Question.
So that's not Mass Effect?
It's pseudo Mass Effect, but am I the only one that heard Matthew McConaughey's voice?
I feel like it slipped somewhere in there, but I wasn't sure.
Because I kept on, that's why I was like, wait a second. The second time I heard that, I'm like, is Matthew McConaughey voice acting this?
For him, so.
Say what?
Yeah, I'm not listening specifically for his voice, so you know.
I could have sworn I heard it, but no. Let me. I'm gonna go back and see if he's actually in this game. But that was Exodus. Again, I can see where the Mass Effect comes into. I can see a little bit of The Expanse. I can see a little bit of Interstellar. It looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. As it's gonna be coming out, it's in early development, so we're looking at 2027, 2 years from now. I dig it. But Joe, Tafara, what more do y'all guys want to bring up?
I mean, I'll take a look at it. I feel like I missed the whole Mass Effect wave. I didn't have an Xbox at the time, so that type of game I just never got too much into.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious to see what the story is and what it's about, and how much Mass Effect fans are just like close enough. Welcome back.
I mean, we are supposed to be getting another Mass Effect game. They did EA. Well, since EA is under new management now, that's up in the air. What do you say, Bama? If these games don't come out until 2027, shouldn't they have waited in next year? Nope. I'm gonna tell you why. Pretty much is to get interest, like they did with Black Myth Wukong. Game Science put out a trailer 2 years before it actually became a game. So it's not a bad idea to put out development because you get to gauge what people are going to want to get into. If people like it, then of course you're secure as far as making the game to completion. If they don't like it, well, it gets scrapped. Don't believe me? Look at Dragon Scale. Dragon Scale was supposed to come out, and the powers that be over at Microsoft said otherwise. So that just goes to show you, yes, crowd engagement does make up for a lot of whether or not we see games come out. So yes, not against finding out games that are going to be coming out 2 years from now, because one of the games that we're going to be showing the trailers for, it won't come out till 2027, but it's worth to watch. But oh, there he is. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Had to wait for
Hey, Cap.
just got back from a street track meet, so I had to get that information. What's going on, fellas?
Not much, sir. Just going over the trailers.
Right,
for the game. But go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna say, so far this looks like something I'll definitely give a shot. It looks more like it's gonna be Mass Effect 2 than Mass Effect 1, which I'm okay with. Sci-fi cover shooter RPG is always within my realm of definitely wanting to play. I like that it's coming out and everything else. I don't mind that it's going to be till 2027 because, you know, we got a lot of stuff coming out in 2026 already.
Yeah.
Then we're going to be taking a look here a little bit later on. Is anything to hold me over till whatever we get for the next Mass Effect. I mean, we're getting closer to these games than certain other games. I mean, one game just got its website updated, and that was the best it could ever hope for. We won't name names because I'll make people sad, specifically people on this podcast team.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks okay to me. I'm gonna want to see more information, but for right now, at least you've got my interest.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Chris, so what we just showed was the trailer for Exodus. Have you had a chance to check out the trailer for it?
So,
The
Chris,
Exodus?
we already made the joke. This is legally distinct Mass Effect.
I don't think I've seen the Exodus trailer.
Run it again.
I gotta bring it back up. Obi's kind of in my Obi is. I will say this for a shooter, it is interesting.
But we don't know that the shooter. We're only going off that one thing where he hid behind.
Oh, I'm gonna call it what it is. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's gonna be a third person shooter from what screenshots. But you are right, Joe. It is early development, so it could actually change. But we'll definitely see once more comes out about it. But the next,
I think that's something a lot of people need to understand too. That's watching and listening and watches a lot of these types of this specific award show is what we're seeing. Doesn't mean the product is actually finished. You're just getting a clean beta version. You're getting a beta version of everything that you're releasing.
Beta. This is like a vertical slice. It's like pre-alpha.
Yeah. So we're getting these cool trailers and everything else. We don't know what's going to actually how the game, unless they actually have gameplay. We don't know how the gameplay is going to look.
Well, Mega Man has gameplay, and that's also assembled with pre-alpha footage. So,
but
it's hard to mess that up.
It is. Yeah, we say that now. We say that. But yeah, going along this one though, another trailer did come out, which again was surprising, especially the direction this one took. This is basically called Bradley the Badger, and when I say it's different, I mean it is way different.
Yeah, this one made me laugh.
Like Conquer.
I thought this was gonna be like Conker's Bad Cousin's Fur Day or something.
Yep, here's the trailer.
I love a new game. Okay, Sunshine, check. Back, check. Time for a new platforming adventure.
Sounds like Nathan Fillion for a little bit.
My village was done. All I wanted was to go back home. Badgerborn. Tried exploring. Did some jumping around. You know, the classics. It's what I do. Everywhere I went looked strange and weirdly unfinished. And that's when I found it. And everything changed. Literally. Oh, yeah! Make your own platform game, baby! Now we're talking! I had a new grasp on things. I learned tricks that blew my mind. Really transformed myself. This thing is amazing! Made a bunch of new friends. Picked up new wheels. Figured out how to think big and small. I had it all. And then the code broke down. Where are they? And that's when I found you.
And that was Bradley the Badger. As you can see, you can wishlist now on Steam. We told y'all this was different. It's a different.
Did anybody else get Jack Black vibes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're not the only one.
It sounds like Nathan Fillion.
That yeah.
A little bit.
Jack Black vibes / Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, but like I said, this was definitely different. So, fellas, what do we think about this one?
I mean, this looks like a good time.
It looks hilarious. The fact that there was Cyberpunk and Last of Us references in there.
And Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed about the Bloodborne reference. Like, really? Somebody's a fan. But no. Joe, what about you?
I mean, if so long as it comes out on actual consoles and not just exclusively Steam, I'm in.
That too.
See, that's the thing. It said wishlist Steam only. That's not the end. That's not the end all be all. I'm gonna do a little research on that. It probably will be on more than just a. It probably will be on more than just a Steam platform. So,
probably not right away neither.
Although technically that Steam OS machine is coming out in about a year.
I'm not working over close to $1,000 for it, though.
Yeah, we still need to see what the price is looking like on that.
Right, we still know the pricing, but because Crucial is about to sell its RAM exclusively to data centers now, which is going to make it hard for PC builds, and pre-builds are going to go up. That's going to scream a lot. But
I hate this.
I was getting Crash from 1998 with the live action part. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot. We got that too, Bama. But it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with. Like I said, with the Steam OS coming out, there's probably going to be some exclusives. I am not sure if it's going to be this one, but there's going to be some. So either way, we're bound to find out. So also trailer-wise, this was a surprise because no one saw a reference for Star Wars from Fate of the Old Republic, which is basically picking up where Knights of the Republic left off. Because if you're like anybody else that has watched these trailers and go, okay, we were kind of hoping for Titanfall 3, but I forgot EA's under new management, so that'll never happen. Kingdom Hearts fans are always waiting to hear some information. And, of course, GTA fans get constantly disappointed. But it is true about the Star Wars trailer. We actually did get a new game that's coming on the horizon, to which Lady Mandalore, if you are watching, we know you were screaming from the heavens when you saw it on Blurred's Eye. But for everybody else, this is Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. how to say a lot and say very little at the same time. That was Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic. No news as far as when we'll be expecting a release. This is supposedly the spiritual successor to Knights of the Old Republic. It is led by Casey Hudson. For all those that don't know, that was the original director of Star Wars.
There we go. That's the most important thing.
Say it one more time, Joe.
That is the most important thing about this thus far. Is Casey Hudson has come out of retirement to come and work on this.
Yeah. So anybody that's, like I said, Casey Hudson, director of the Knights of the Old Republic and the Mass Effect trilogy. So again, as Joe said,
it's in good hands.
Came out of retirement to basically create and develop this. Right now, there is not a release date. They did give us the website to look into, fellas. I know for a lot of us, I think we all played Knights of the Old Republic. So the fact that we are now getting the spiritual successor to it, what do we think?
I mean, KOTOR was supposed to be getting a remake that already came through. I forget.
For Knights of the Old Republic or for
Knights of the Old Republic.
At first, it was 6 years ago. 6 years ago, there was talk of it. Then it got scuttled. And this, like I said, you were right. About 6 or 7 years ago, they did talk about making another Knights of the Old Republic game, and it just never came to fruition. So yeah, you're right.
If it's like a HD version of the original and it's that same style and the same people are working on it, then I'm here for it because I feel like I missed out on those. I did play Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, which I know was around the same time. So I'm curious to see how this one looks and what the style and story is going to be like.
I think it'll be interesting. Joe, Cap, what about y'all? Chris, you can go.
Look, like I said, it's in good hands. I'm looking forward to it. Knights of the Old Republic, like Tafari said, I was playing that around the same time. So yeah, the fact that Casey Hudson came out of retirement for this and is stepping back into the realm of things. First off, the cinematic looks fantastic. I love how the cinematics are getting better.
Right
now I want to see. I'm not really worried about the gameplay at this point because I haven't really been disappointed with Star Wars gameplay.
Yeah.
Well, Battlefronts.
I'm gonna say EA Battlefront. Do we really call EA Battlefront Star Wars a problem?
I mean, once they got the bugs, thankfully I came for the Celebration Edition. I was not there for the terribleness that was the initial release.
Yeah, because the initial Battlefront for the initial Star Wars Battlefront was it was rough. Thank you. It was rough. It was rough. It took about several updates before they got it right, but that's about the best we could put that. But Joe, about you?
I mean, outside of Casey Hudson, I don't know too much about this game. I don't think anybody does, other than it's in the Old Republic. We don't know what kind of game it is. I'm hoping it's an RPG, action RPG, more like KOTOR, and I don't want it to be a Souls-like, like Jedi Survivor. That's its own little genre. But we literally have nothing to go off of outside of someone getting off a ship, igniting a lightsaber, and the fact that it's Casey Hudson. I really want to know more than just that. I'm excited because of Casey Hudson, but that's the extent of it. We just don't know anything about it.
No, completely fair. Which is all the more reason why I'm not gonna lie, I'm interested. I'm interested in what they're doing with this. If this is supposed to follow KOTOR, also Knights of the Old Republic, for all those that are the reason why we say that.
If you're watching the show, you should know what KOTOR is.
Yeah.
We're not a fashion show here. It's
pretty much.
I put the heels on for nothing.
But yeah, it should follow the events of that. Like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see what they say about this. Like I said, this doesn't feel like it's 2027. This feels like it might be next year. We're not sure where they are in the development stage yet. But again, we will definitely find out. I'm assuming more, especially once we get past the holiday season.
Oh yeah.
But we did actually have a lot of surprises, much like my son behind me. We did actually have a lot of surprises. Obi is vocal tonight. But especially in the world of Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider did have two trailers for two games that are coming out. We're going to start with the first one. This one's called Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. And I'm going to be honest, it does look pretty good. But if you haven't seen the trailer, here it is.
It's been years. But the events are still etched in my memory. Lost worlds. Frozen in time. New discoveries. Waiting behind every door. Across every chasm. I didn't know then the path this adventure would send me on. But it lit a fire that still burns. I need to see more. I need to go further. To uncover the secrets of Atlantis. Some legends are destined to be retold.
All right, so that was the trailer for, of course, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. As you see, guys, is coming out next year. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Did we just get Dino Crisis inside of a Tomb Raider game?
No, this is a remake of the original Tomb Raider. So that happened in the original Tomb Raider.
That's what I was hearing. This is just we're getting old new Tomb Raider.
Okay,
which is hilarious because we had Tomb Raider Anniversary, which was a remaster of the first Tomb Raider with Tomb Raider Legacy mechanics in it.
Okay,
so now we just have a full-on remake. It's weird now that we got another new designed Laura. Where, and this is going to sound mildly sexist, so my apologies. Why have we shifted the focus from boobs to butt?
I had a really bad joke that I can't say on this show. I had a really bad joke.
I mean, I'm not expect her to be like monstrously humongous from like the old PlayStation days, but like Laura's known for things, and they're above the navel, not below the navel.
You're not wrong. I'm sorry, you're not wrong.
No, I know, and I'm being very disrespectful to some of our female listeners, and trust me, I am just saying, it's like, if we're going with classic Laura, we need classic Laura back. So
I just forgot that she faced dinosaurs in the first one. I really did.
Oh yeah, that was like the final boss fight.
Dinosaurs shooting from a T-Rex while trying to stay underwater at the same time.
I completely forgot about that. that.
She very much was pulling Uncharted before Uncharted.
Yeah.
Yes, remember, she is the original mass murderer.
Yes. I mean, yeah, can't argue that. But no, like I said, the more remade Tomb Raider, the more recent Tomb Raiders, they're fun. I'm not gonna knock that. But like you said, this is a remake of the original. I'll give it a shot just because there's some things that I completely forgot about in the original. But what say y'all?
No, I've got remaster. Remaster's fun as crap. If they implement more fun things in the game, I'm all for it.
Okay, Tafari, Chris.
Maybe I'll check it out.
I came up playing Tomb Raider just like I came up playing.
We know Bama. We know Bama. We know. We know Bama.
Leave it to Bama. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because I do like the game and mechanics of Tomb Raider because it's very much Nathan Drake, and I just like that. It's fun.
Yeah, it's
fun.
Well, the other, like I said, it wasn't the only announcement they had. We actually got an announcement for another Tomb Raider game. This one is called Tomb Raider Catalyst.
The entire world knows your legend. You survived the Dragon's Triangle. Crossed the threshold to Atlantis.
I remember.
I've heard a dozen tall tales that say you're unstoppable. But I say, all legends must come to an end.
That's where you're wrong. I'm just getting started.
Man, it's 2 years from now.
All right.
Yeah, we got two coming up back to back, and I guess they're both having the same mechanics and art style.
That's what it seems that way because we said Legacy of Atlantis comes out 2026.
Yeah.
This is Catalyst, so that comes out 2027. So yeah, back to back.
And the protagonist did mention, or antagonist did mention
Atlantis. She's gonna have that, like, we honestly already know that Catalyst is gonna have that heavy emphasis on that not web shooter, but grapple line mechanic.
Oh yeah, she went Batman. She really did. I'm not knocking it. It does bring another fight mechanic to it, so I'm not knocking that. But it looks pretty cool. I will give it to Crystal Dynamics. They've done a great job with Tomb Raider from the reboot up until now. So I'll give both games a shot. I really would. Although Lara Croft apparently is immortal because she hasn't aged. I mean, they did age her up a little bit in Catalyst. I'm not expecting a full-on gray hair situation, but again, I'm just looking forward to see what they do because it looks like the fight mechanics have definitely changed in Catalyst.
I think Catalyst is supposed to be the lore from the previous current trilogy. Because we didn't see the climax and the bow on the bed. So I'm guessing that means that's the survivor, the one that crafts the crafting stuff, Laura from the previous three, like Shadow and Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Right.
Just older.
I can see that. But either way, it looks like it's going to be fun. And again, Crystal Dynamics going back to back, 2026 to 2027. Again, Tomb Raider's never really,
it's a bold move, Cotton. It's a bold move.
Dang it, you beat me by half a second.
Just don't delay them like crazy and you'll be fine.
Pretty much. So yeah, another trailer we do have. This is kind of been on the short side because Battlefield Red Sec did come out. And if you haven't seen the trailer for Battlefield 6, as it already started playing, I apologize. But anyway, if you haven't seen the trailer for Battlefield 6 Red Sec that was played at the Game Awards, here is the trailer.
Let's jump! This isn't Conquest.
It's Red Sec. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, and it's free.
Free Red Sex?
Do you think anyone here said sex?
He said sex. You said free.
Redacted Sector. Really?
Yeah.
Is that the name? It is.
We gotta jump! Am I supposed to have a big gun?
No, you're gonna find big guns down there, and we might even get a tank, noob.
Oh, a tank? We're not getting a tank if we don't jump! Oh, we need to jump.
Yes! Go, go, go!
Yeah, Red Sex!
It's Red Sec!
All I can say is I don't know whoever is the advertising group behind Battlefield. y'all deserve a raise.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather play Battlefield in that animation form now.
So those guys are called the Battlefield Friends. They literally started as just a group who would just make skits, like animated skits about the dumb, broken EA shit that you could do in Battlefield. And it became so popular, it got me, like, they pulled in a whole generation of players with that cartoon to the point that they made them a part of the rollout for 4. So you can hear their characters in the background. If you play the story mode, you can hear their like voice actors doing like little bits in between missions. So they're 100% a fan project, but Battlefield brings them in officially from time to time to just do goofy shit. But they've been MIA recently because like one of the guys passed away like 2 years ago.
Recon.
Yeah, the Recon Thick 44 passed away. He was like one of their founding members. So the fact that they have been doing like the animated bits and are slow rolling it back out is great. That was a very in-community meta way to roll out the DLC. So that was just to see them at the Game Awards, to go from like Newgrounds to Machinima to the Game Awards was just hilarious. So DLC is probably going to be worth the play, but that was just funny itself to see.
True. Although they did say Battlefield RedSec is available for free. So again, if you haven't had a chance to play it, highly recommend that you should. You will not be disappointed. But outside of that, like I said, great freaking marketing.
Yeah, that was a perfect way to roll that out.
It really was. Speaking of that, game that I thought was interesting because I don't know why this got my attention, but it did. A game called Tank Rat. Pretty much, if you're an AI that wants to be able to take over a tank and blow stuff up, this game is pretty much for you. If you haven't seen it, here's the trailer.
So this just has Master Blaster vibes.
I know we've never quite seen eye to eye. Believe it or not, Whitaker, we want the same thing. It's all out there in the zone. You never know what you might find.
Short, sweet, and to the point. But that's Tank Rat, as you guys see, comes out next year in the spring for the PS5. I thought it was interesting because it's one of those you can just get in and play type of games. And plus, who doesn't like playing around in the tank? I know for me that's what got my attention. But I know Joe, you say you got Master Blaster vibes from this. Okay. It does look cool though. Like I said, it's been a while since I actually got behind a tank game that actually looked like it was worth playing. But so far, Chris, what did y'all guys think?
Go ahead.
I was saying it looks interesting, and as Joe gave me a flat blast from the past, I forgot I played Master Blaster like 20 years ago. So yes, it is very reminiscent of that.
Oh yeah, definitely that. But Chris, about you?
Gonna say I second that. Plus, it was giving those vibes. I just hope it doesn't do the thing where it limits what your add-ons are.
Right.
You know, like if you got to switch something out, you got to get rid of something. Like you can't put it in your inventory or anything like that.
True. It does look interesting as all get out, though. I hope they don't limit, because if they let people go wild with customizations, I'm a little bit scared. But at the same time, I'm a little bit scared what folks may do. But at the same time, I'm intrigued. I can't lie. But yeah, should be interesting come spring of next year. We actually did get some interesting surprises. This one I'll start with Gang of Dragon first before we go to Mega Man, because Gang of Dragon I'm not gonna lie. When this first came out, it looked straight like a dragon. I was expecting like a dragon to pop up.
But there's a reason for that.
True. But do you want to explain it, or do we want to play the trailer first?
No, it's a very straightforward reason. It's the former director of the early Yakuza games has come back to do this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're 100%. I'm sorry. Dang. I was thinking about something else. You're 100% right. So for everybody that hasn't seen this is the Yakuza-like game called Gang of the Dragons, and trust me, you will not be disappointed if you are a Yakuza or Like a Dragon fan.
The world.
That's old boy from Eternals.
Motherfucker. Shinji-san, yeah? Time to settle up.
Hey, Daiki, when'd you make it back?
Excuse me, sir. Shut your mouth.
Okay.
All right. Talk soon.
On your feet, now. Son of a... Fuck it! Just kill him!
That I got nothing else. I have nothing else to say outside of that, but yes, you are right, Bama. That is Gilgamesh from the Eternals. Also from Train to Busan, also in many other martial arts movies.
He has a lot of films.
Yeah,
So his Korean name is Ma Dong-suk, and he goes by Don Lee. The big distinction here is this is actually Kabukicho, not Kamarocho.
Mm-hmm.
So this is literally that the actual Tokyo, not the fictional one.
Right.
So there's that, and it looks like he's a Korean mob boss.
Yeah.
So this is the Korean mob in Japan. So this is a big thing. It's Nagoshi Studios, which is that new studio run by the former director.
I can see that because
when they first came, because they were out
for a second, yeah,
I can see that. But yeah, it's just like I said, beautiful. The beautiful graphics at this moment and the way it plays. I'm looking forward to it. This is
damn near flawless.
It really is. For it to be pushing this, and now this could be alpha footage. If it's alpha footage, I can live with it. But still, it looks freaking great. And I can only imagine a story like I know for everybody on this panel, we all watch and love martial arts movies. So this just adds into
if you've watched any Don Lee movie, you know it's just like, oh, you're in for a good time.
Yeah.
So
like I said, I loved him in The Cop. I want to say the Cop, the Cop, the Devil, and the Demon, or something like that. Something like that. It was the Cop, the Criminal, and the Demon, I think, or the Devil. Yeah, the Cop, the Demon,
Cop, and the Devil.
Yeah, that's what it is.
This is supposed to reclaim that the original film of the early Yakuzas, like Yakuza 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Before it started becoming kind of more of a goofy, not goofy parody, but like
not taking itself as serious.
Yeah, kind of like before it became a satire, I guess is the best way of looking at it, because it does get into the realm of like beyond goofy sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is going to be darker, more realistic. It's headed by the creator is Toshihiro Nagoshi, who left Ryuga Kudo Studios to form Nagoshi Studios. So we're getting that early stuff back, which is good. I'm really going to be looking forward to this.
Yeah, me as well. But Chris, Safari, anything I want to add to that?
The cinematics look great. I'm hoping we see some gameplay soon.
Oh, yeah. I think we will, because like I said, that looks like it's closer to being developed. I think that's gonna be. It didn't say specifically. I have to look into that to see when Gang of Dragons may be coming out. We could be looking at a 2026 release. We could be looking at 2027. But either way, it looks freaking great.
2020. I would my bets on 2026 because that my
it
hopes
refined,
are
didn't it?
2026. That's what it is.
I mean, it looked really refined. Like, I'm not saying. I almost want to sit there and say that they're really. Oh, okay. It's expected in summer of 2026. So that's right around Summer of Games. So we might actually see more of it as we get close to that. Next year, it's already around the block anyway. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I just can't get back fast. It's one of my favorite martial arts guys. Just what's his martial arts style? All hands. just
nothing but
hands.
Nothing but.
But this one, Safari, I did pick. Out of Words, Destiny Awaits. This is interesting because the first time I saw it, I thought, oh, this is Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares and Split Fiction had a baby. But visually, it looks great and also looks terrifying at the same time. If you haven't seen it, here's the trailer for Out of Words, Destiny Awaits.
You? What were your names again?
Well,
I can't call you and can I? I shall give you names. Name or namey? Yes, Naomi. And you, Bag Boy. Yes, children, I have a feeling. It's a feeling of destiny. Follow me, Naomi and Bag Boy. Destiny awaits.
Now, I will say that's pretty interesting for Out of Words, Destiny Awaits, because like I said, if you play Little Nightmares, if you play games like that with stop motion and claymation, it definitely is interesting how they came up with this. It definitely looks like co-op, so if you like A Way Out, if you like Split Fiction, It Takes Two, this is definitely going to be up that alley. But yeah, like I said, I think it's interesting. It's probably one of those games I probably want to test out. But yeah, kids with no mouse, still creepy. But what y'all guys think?
I feel like they're being light on the creep factor, but very much Coraline type vibes. Also another one I feel like people don't give enough credit now that we're back in the co-op world. Brothers, an Elysian Tale, or Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. If anyone's ever played that,
okay, yeah.
That was a very short but sad one I played a couple of years, like before all these co-op games got popular. But that's one that I think a lot of people don't talk about.
Okay. What about you, Cap?
I was gonna say, it was given Coraline, or the animation style was given Coraline or James and the Giant Peach. But yeah, like Tafari said, the creep factor. It doesn't always have to be creep factor. I think it's going to be something just fun, at least a little more lighthearted in its gameplay.
Yep. Joe, what about you?
Looks cute. Probably not going to play because it's co-op.
Okay. But like I said, it's interesting, and I dig that. It's one of those games where, I'm sorry, just the kids with no mouse, it makes me go back to Bird Box, where they just instead of being blind, you just got no mouth. I just can't get past that. I just can't. But moving right along, like I said, I'm gonna save the Capcom because we both got announcements for those being back to back. There was another trailer that got my attention called No Law. If you think that this is Cyberpunk, it's kind of close, but it's interesting. So if you haven't seen it, here's a trailer.
Is it?
Port Desire. A city that don't belong to anyone, but everyone wants a piece. No laws, no oversight. Just the jungle creeping back in. Both the vines and the people. The mayor stepped in where the government couldn't. Said the city needed order, and they'd be the ones to bring it. Keeping the peace on their terms. I walked away from it all. Kept my hands in dirt instead of blood. But desire is a fickle mistress. The city won't let me go. It won't forget my name. I asked for nothing, and they still came and took everything. The mayors and anyone that stands in my way, every last one of them. They're gonna learn something real simple. You reap what you sow.
Okay, I have a question already.
Go for it.
If we're playing as Max Hagar in the cyberpunk world, where's our pipe?
You are the pipe.
Mike Hagar.
I know what you go. I know what you go for final.
The whole scene up in the vent with the silencer. I'm like, it's Luigi, the video game.
Oh.
Also, why did he look like
no, I can't unsee it now.
That's the other thing. This feels very like Southern Miami type outlaw vibes, but he's just running around bulky in an open shirt, but sneaking into crevices at the same time.
That's why I said it's cyberpunk without the hacking. I'll put that without the hacking aspect, but it got my attention because I was like, what would it happen if you did take Max Hagar from Final Fight and put him in the future?
So the other thing is, this is drawing parallels to that other game where it's also the cyberpunk future, but you're set in the ocean city.
Oh yeah,
Seas of something. I forget.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just can't. I'm brain dead right now. I know what you're talking about, but this, like I said, I thought for a second, I'm like, okay, this is different in a way because somebody who's, I guess he's a former wet work guy that was trying to go peaceful. Then you decide to go John Wick. Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I'm always up for a good shooter, but No Law looks like it'll just be a PS5 exclusive for now, as it can be wish listed. I'll give it a shot when it comes out, but what do y'all guys think?
It seems interesting enough. I might need to see a little bit more before I try to dive in, though.
Yeah, that's the fence I'm on.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to place the voice actor. That's what I'm trying to place. It's. I know that voice
for the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good question. I thought I was confident for a second, but now that went out the window. I'm trying to think who could it be. I'll have to look that up later because
that voice is. I'm like, I heard that voice. That's not Nolan North or anybody. I know that voice.
Nah, let me not say that.
I mean, I'll give it a shot just to see what it's like because cyberpunk is always my aesthetic. But like that man apparently can front kick like RoboCop for some reason.
Oh, Spartan kick the crap out of people? Yeah.
Oh yeah, like everybody is getting yeeted into that pit, but like I said, I'll give it a shot to see what it's like. I mean, we've had good, we've had bad, so
Yeah,
he does look like the comedian though.
Yep, that is fair. So, like I said, Capcom, we do got two of them back to back. The first one nobody saw coming because when they played the intro to this, a few people who were eagle-eyed caught on. I freaking didn't. Joe, you caught on immediately. I know I didn't. I know I didn't when this first came out, when they first played it. But yeah, if you don't know, we are getting a Mega Man game, but just pay attention to the intro because
so you look at the monitors is the key.
Yeah, it flew right over my head. But this is Mega Man Dual Override.
One, two. No, keep playing. Keep playing.
Okay. Oh, for the whistle at the end?
Yeah, because since it's called dual override, the whistle is Proto Man. I mean, we are going to be having a playable Proto Man in this game too.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's good to know. So, yeah, the reason why we were saying about, and I apologize, I had to make sure I was muted because this thing will kick back loud. So, yeah, as Joe was pointing out, you literally got to see every Mega Man game release and the date of the year of it showing up out there as well. But yes, Capcom did surprise everybody, especially with the fact that we are getting a Mega Man game. We've been asking for a Mega Man game for a very long time now. And in 2027...
Last time was 2018, so it'll be...
Let's see, 2018,
9 years?
Yeah.
Wait, is that when Mighty Number 9 came out?
Well, Mighty Number 9 came out 2017.
Mighty Number 9 coming out makes no relevance here. We move on. We want to talk Azure Striker Gunvolt. I am down for it because that's a great game, but we don't bring that name up in this house.
Damn. No, I was like, no, for Mighty Number 9 was cool, but yeah, I think it's been 9 years since the last actual Mega Man game. But either way, I'm all for playing. Although it does make me wonder because of the next Mega Man game, Dual Override, coming out. Did all of them really, Bama? Mighty Number 9 sucked, really?
Mighty Number 9 was god awful. What are you on?
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was okay. Maybe I may be the only one on the tree branch. I thought it was okay. Now, was it spectacular? No.
I heard it was okay at best. I just know that there were people who were like, hey, we're waiting on 2 games, Cuphead and Mighty Number 9, and they're very much fan-made projects of like art styles and Mega Man. And then Mighty Number 9 came out with like just enough budget to call itself a game. Yeah. And all I know, every Mega Man fan was like, man, I waited how many years for this? And then Mega Man just is nowhere to be found.
Well, it's because it's Integrates, which is the studio founded by one of the creators of Mega Man. And then we had all these stretch goals and everything, and we met them, and that game came out nothing like what we were promised or shown.
Fair. like I said, night number 9 was okay. I didn't like I said, it was.
I beg to differ. He says
we do not support these, and we do not support Will's views as part of this channel. His views are his own.
I sat there and said, I will be the lonely person on the tree branch. I thought it was okay. Now
we're just here to slowly push you off the tree to where you're over somewhere else, over there.
That's being
over there with it.
That's being generous. Saying okay is being very generous. Like I said,
the only thing that came out of Mighty Number 9 that was good was Azure Striker Gunboat, and that's why that series is continuing.
Fair, very fair. But no, with this one though, like I said, getting back to Dual Override, looking forward to it. I want to see more. I hope Capcom will give us a demo. As you can see, will be available on Nintendo Switch 2, Switch, the original Switch, PS5, PS4, Xbox, and Steam. So they are going to be going all platforms for this.
See, that's the only thing that concerns me on that is we're in 2027 and we're still getting PlayStation 4 games.
Well, it's about to what is it? Cycle of every game is cycle of every system's 10 to 12 years. So we're not too far off from PS4.
I mean, look, if you are, because it doesn't look like this game is resource heavy. If you can make games that can be still run on the people that just don't want to buy a new console because they don't feel the need for it, by all means, I feel like it's no extra cost, especially because I feel like if you're making a Switch 2 only edition of a game, like you're making Switch games and then you're like, oh, by the way, there's Switch 2. Fuck, we got to make one of those, I guess. Yeah. Like it's the opposite side for Nintendo. So I get it, covering all grounds, and at this point, it feels like you're just copying and pasting the same game on each CD, which I think isn't as costly. And then Xbox is just Xbox because I feel like half the companies don't know what to label it anymore.
True, and at the same time, like you said, Tafari, if it's not resource heavy, I can see why I can go to Switch 2. If it's not resource heavy, I can see why it could be on Xbox. I mean, Steam doesn't care; Steam will run anything. And like I said, and to Joe's point, yeah, PS4, because I want to say by 2028, that would be 12 years. I have to go back and go look.
Give or take,
Give or take 12 years to the PS4. So that's going to probably wind up being sunset eventually for that system. But again, like I said, I'm happy we're getting another Mega Man game, but that's just me. But Cap, what about you?
It's expecting something a little different, but it's Mega Man.
Yeah, I mean,
expecting a different form of gameplay, but we'll see how this turns out.
Fair enough. Also, the other Capcom answer we did get was an updated Resident Evil Requiem trailer to where it did answer the question that everybody was answering about a certain character that did get answered in this trailer.
Hello?
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Talk to me. Is this one like the others? And it's not post-mortem lividity. Hey, I just got a report of a missing police officer. It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the 5th body was found.
Through you, Elvis can finally be set free.
The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Right.
after Umbrella went under. I'll send you the address.
Welcome. Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
You there, Leon?
Yeah.
Hey, over here.
FBI. What are you doing here? Would you like to see what's hidden under the hood?
Don't do anything stupid.
Me? Never.
Think I want a second opinion.
Right around the corner.
Yep, definitely right around the corner. That was, for all those who are wondering, yes, that is the returning character of Leon Kennedy back in Resident Evil, back in Raccoon City, and will be a part of Resident Evil Requiem, also known as RE9. As you can see, guys, comes out February 27th of next year. So no Obama, that wasn't Wesker. That character actually is following the one from Resident Evil Outbreak. So if you didn't play Resident Evil Outbreak, long story short, the protagonist in this one is the daughter of the woman who survived the zombie outbreak. Because it was, if you don't remember from Resident Evil Outbreak, it was just survivors trying to leave Raccoon City before the bomb actually went off. So the daughter is actually the offspring of the woman that survived, but that's a whole other story.
Okay, I thought this was the daughter of the main character from Biohazard and Village.
No, from Outbreak. So not Biohazard, but from Outbreak. So she's the mother that they showed in the previous trailer. She's the one of the original characters that survives because she was the pregnant one.
Okay.
So she survives, and the daughter apparently now there's something about the daughter, which I'm assuming is that there might be a cure for, because the protagonist, the big bad in this one, I am guessing, is the guy that got left behind in Outbreak. At least that's my guess. It hasn't been confirmed yet. But either way, Leon is back. It looks like they're still keeping up with the RE4 upgrade mechanics. If you haven't played the most recent RE4, highly recommend that you should. Probably one of the better games that came out for GameCube. Now it can be played across multiple platforms. I freaking love it. I do know when I am already pre-ordering this one. I know I have a rule about pre-ordering, but there are some games I'm definitely going to pre-order. This is definitely it. And we'll probably be streaming this once it comes out on February 27th. But Tafari, Chris, what do you guys think of the latest news from Resident Evil Requiem?
I'm curious to see if this will cross over from the last two games, because I know they've been doing a lot of I know a lot of people have jumped onto the franchise from those last from Village or from Biohazard to now.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chris Redfield showing up in the DLC for the 7, and then being, I think, a main player in 8.
Yeah.
Now Leon is spinning the block on this one, so I'm curious to see if these stories are going to further intertwine.
I was actually no. You could play Chris in the DLC of 7. 8, he was just the NPC. He was the NPC that helped you out, but you didn't really. I was kind of mad I didn't really get to play Chris, because you got to play him in 7 against the brother of the messed up Baker family. But yeah, in 8, he just basically was right beside you. But no, it just looks going to be pretty freaking cool. But what are you going to say, Chris?
I was going to say, I don't have any skin in the game. Me and Resident Evil are not.
Understood.
We're not the best of friends. They're like, yeah, you got to play the dark. No, I'm okay. Okay with that.
Yeah, shoot. I'm playing Alan Wake 2 with the lights on right now. What are you saying? I'm playing Alan Wake 2 with one earpiece on one ear and one earpiece on the other. You're not going to jump scare me into heart attacks. But Joe, what say you about Resident Evil Requiem? Any thoughts on it?
Leon is not dummy thick, so 0 out of 10 will not play. So yeah, no, no, honestly, I'll give it a shot if I can. If not, I'm definitely gonna just watch Max play it because he's gonna play it now because Leon's in it.
Of course.
He plays more similar to Leon from 4, so he's got the roundhouse kick.
Yeah, the suplex.
He's apparently an old 40-year-old man who's tired of this BS, so he's just taking the chainsaw off of zombies and using it against them now.
Uh-huh.
He's still got the B movie one-liners as he usually does. Apparently now they're just default dad jokes.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
I'm okay with it. It's definitely canonizes Resident Evil Outbreak in this new Resident Evil timeline and the remake timeline.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that too. So I'm good with it. Seems fun to me.
And Bama, if you played RE4, if you played the most recent RE4, then yeah, you'll be acclimated.
Yeah, you need to play Resident Evil 2 remake.
Also good. Actually, 3 wasn't bad either, but 2 I would recommend over 3.
The only problem I have with 3 is the Nemesis was way too scripted as opposed to Mr. X, where he was just literally that man was everywhere.
That man popped up in places that shouldn't have been possible, but you're not lying. What do you say, Bram? I have the remake of RE1 on my Xbox, haven't touched it yet. Give it a shot. You might like it. Speaking of things that were shots in the dark, the last reveal of the night.
We still got one more.
I know, but I know we got 3 more, but I got.
Okay.
We still got 3 more, but I got to show this one because Safari kind of made a point, and this needs to be made. Usually, guys, if you never watched the Game Awards, the last reveal is always the shocker that gets everybody talking, the one that, okay, we knew this was coming because technically this is how God of War got told about, the remake God of War, how we found out about Ragnarok, how we found out about a crap load of games. I'm going to be honest, as I'm about to play this trailer, this was kind of a big swing and a miss. Because usually if you got the last spot in the Game Awards, you're expected. This, I'll let y'all be the judge. It's called High Guard.
No, hold on. Okay, do you have the one that I sent you where Jeff gives it the most overhyped ass intro and then gets us all excited for absolute nothing? It's not just the game. It was Jeff's entire speech and the way he overhyped this and name dropped a bunch of titles that he knew this wasn't going to be, and then gave us a hero shooter. Hold on, let me see if I have the link still from the other chat. Yeah, I don't think the game is terrible, but did you set it up for failure with the way you upped that shit? Because the second he mentioned it, and they worked on this game, I'm like, I already know what games it's not about to be.
I mean, you got a fair point. It's a fair point. I think I got it. Well, thanks. Oh, no. I thought that was, never mind. That's Bama. I thought they were going to go HL. No, they weren't going to do that. That's wishful, Bama. That is wishful thinking in a heartbeat. And
did they actually announce Half-Life 3 is getting worked on, or is people just hoping?
People just hoping.
Okay.
Because they didn't mention a doggone thing about it.
I was gonna say, everything, even that last video I made, people like, where's Half-Life 3? I'm like, does Half-Life have a teaser? These are all, I'm at least going with games that got announced and then just fucked off to the wind, because pretty sure the last Ronin is just dead and no one told him.
Pretty much. Okay, give me a second, because now my screen is wanting to not do what I need to. I got it, Tafara, but just give me a second. I'm trying to reload this thing to where it'll go full screen, because like Tafara said, and the more I think about it, it makes sense that it has to be shown this way, just because, Jesus, oh, come on, you are not gonna be this way right now. See, it's amazing. We want to clown something. Now they go, no, you probably shouldn't. Oh, we are going to clown it. It deserves to be clowned. Wholeheartedly, it deserves to be clowned. Okay, let's try that again, because it definitely needs to be clowned. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, now I got it. So, this is what we're talking about.
You know, sometimes our last reveal at the Game Awards is a teaser for something years and years away. Not tonight. Our final world premiere comes from 61 members of the team that built Apex Legends and Titanfall. 4 years ago, the principals founded a new independent studio with the hopes of pushing the shooter genre forward with a new original game. They've done it in complete secrecy, which is even more amazing because the game is very deep into development. The power of independent, self-published studios to push this medium forward is a growing and I think positive theme in our industry. And so tonight, you're not only going to get the announcement of the game, but also your first look at the gameplay. I've played it, and after you see this trailer, I think you're going to want to as well. Welcome to Highguard.
Into lands uncharted and dangers untold. I venture without fear and ride without rest. For coin or for cause, I fight to the end.
Bringing the heat.
Your light belongs to me.
Moving in for the attack.
Shield breaker forming. Blade out.
Strike fast. Siege tower coming in.
That's the Thundercat tank.
I'm coming for you!
Mark the baddies from above.
It's my turn. I am the coming storm. I am a warden, and this is my oath.
Did they think that we would notice this is just fucking Battleborn or Godfall a second time around?
Didn't y'all give Concord the same rollout? Like,
as Bama has already said it, people are calling it Concord 2.
You could have put
this is Battleborn or Godfall 2.
I mean, it's
a little bit of patch.
You could have put this in the middle and put Star Wars at the end. This did not need that big ass rollout.
I'm just okay. We're not trying
and then
go ahead, Chris.
Don't get me wrong. It looks good. I'm not saying it does. I'm not saying that. It's not the gameplay I was expecting. However, there are two things that I did notice. That the main character looks like the character from Dungeons and Dragons, Thieves Among Us.
Yep.
And then I'm like,
Justice Smith out of this.
No, not Justice Smith. The other one, the other guy.
The
And-
one that's the Paladin.
Yeah, the Paladin.
The
Yeah.
Paladin, yeah.
And then I said, "Is that the Thundercats tank?"
That's what I thought. At
That's
first,
what I
I was
thought.
like, "Oh, cool, a Thundercats crossover." We just summoned. I was like, "Did they call fucking Panthro in?"
And I'm trying to be nice. I am. I get what they were trying to do. The moment we heard Apex Legends and Titanfall, my ears perked up because I was gonna say,
I was like, I already noticed it in Titanfall 3. Jeff, why are you fucking with me?
I was like, okay. And then you see this, and don't get me wrong, I understand hero shooters. I saw Overwatch, I saw Godfall, I saw a lot of influence in this game. Now, does this mean this game is going to be terrible? I don't think it's going to be terrible. I just think the placement of where you put it in the Game Awards isn't equaling up to what everybody was hoping it would be.
So
that's what it is. That's
like
what
if you.
So, in all honesty,
Yeah.
do they really think this stands a chance against Marvel rivals?
Not currently, no.
I mean, we're getting ready to have Deadpool, who's already out but locked, but he's there to make fun of you for trying to select him.
Yep.
And also Bloodstone is coming.
And already top of that, Rogue and Gambit are now available.
Oh, please don't get me started. So many people are gooning so hard and do not understand Savage Land Rogue.
Right.
People are saying everything under the sun about that costume, not realizing there's like, oh, they're over sexualizing that character. It's like, motherfucker, that thing has been.
That's how you know they never read a comic.
Never read a comic. Never seen. Just oh my god.
But going back to
also,
High
Rogue has been being sexualized since the 90s. For God's sakes, we had the animated series when we were 9 over sexualizing Rogue.
And Corey Floyd, you got a point. You know, people want it. He might want something original. I get it, but like I said, will this be a great shooter? I mean, it might wind up being a good shooter. It might, but like Tafar was saying, if you put something at the end and you hype it up that way, and you give us pumpkin pie and expect us to be happy.
Again, Will's views on pumpkin pie are not representative of this podcast and or of his own volition.
Oh, pumpkin pie is good and terrible. I'm gonna call it what it is.
That goes for him and Kevin on stage.
Pumpkin pie is good and terrible. Now, if it was sweet potato pie, then I might rock with you a little bit. But pumpkin pie, hell no.
Yeah.
But
especially not sweet potato pie, because sweet potato pie these days is way too sweet for its own good.
Depends on who makes it.
That's homemade, it's fine, but if it's store bought,
store bought, yeah.
Firmly but politely ask them to leave.
Oh, store bought. Oh yeah, I agree with you. Store bought sweet potato pie. Yeah, I get you. But no, like I said, I'm not trying to knock High Guard. We don't need another Concord. What Sony should have learned from spending all that money on Concord and then it just wound up being nothing. I don't want the same thing to happen to High Guard. Do I want it to be its own shooter? Yes. Like I said, it's just the placement of when it was put out. It just screams volumes. I will say this: once it comes out, I will give it a fair shot because it will be free to play. Because most shooters are sandboxes, which means they're free to play and full of microtransactions. So I will give it a fair shot once it comes out. But what say y'all?
Like I said, doesn't look bad. Gameplay looks fun. However, like Farad was saying, the hype, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze.
Right.
That's what it is. Like I'm like, you could have put this like earlier in the show, you know, and or somewhere in the middle or something like that,
and been fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
like the way he talked about it, I was expecting something totally different.
And don't get me wrong, I get hype. You have to hype something up, and I give it to Jeff. That's your job. That's how you keep these game developers and keep them coming back. I get it, but man, placement. I'm just saying, placement does wonders. That's all I'm saying. What do you say, Corey? The game comes out within days. It would be smart to highlight a game that's coming out so soon. Fair. It shouldn't have been the last game on the show to get it. Yeah, that's what we're saying. had it been at the beginning, the pre-show, or the middle, I think it would have got a little bit more appreciation. But the fact that it's at the end, it was a letdown. We'll call it what it is. But
hey, look, at this point, go all in and just go for a Thundercats collab. That'll save you in the release film. It'll get people to check it out at least.
Hell, even if they had said that, let's just say Perfect World, that was the thing at the end of at the shot.
Yeah,
it was a Thundercats crossover. Okay, you've sold me. Let's go.
Would have been freaking perfect actually, but again, I get it. I just think
also,
it's better.
I don't think either one of you remember what the Thunder Tank looks like.
Say what?
Well, I mean, it's
been a minute, but it gave Thunder Tank vibes.
It gave vibes.
I thought I was getting this game's version of the Thunder Tank.
Yeah, I mean, it gave vibes. Of course, it wasn't the exact, but it gave vibes off that.
I'm like Tank, and then I see Panther Head, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Dang, was expecting prime rib and shrimp, but we got chicken nuggets and tater tots. Damn,
damn. I wouldn't have said that. I just
tell us how you really feel.
Chicken nuggets is good. What do you mean?
I mean, why are we knocking chicken nuggets and tater tots? Sometimes on a good day, that'd be hidden. But moving on with the trailers, because like I said, I'll play high guard. I will just see where we go from there. Orbitals was announced. Joe, do you want to talk about this one, or should we play the trailer first?
It looks like fun anime. It looks like fun old school 80s anime. It's co-op, so more likely I'm not going to be able to play it.
Yep.
But I would still probably support it somehow.
All right. Here's the trailer.
Also, I am just that little alien.
ミッションをやり遂げないとみんなのために。
わかった。
また？オービタルズ2人協力プレイのスペースアドベンチャー。
イエイ。
任天堂スイッチ2から出るよ。
イエイ。お楽しみに。
And I knew
I really hope there's a silver mode for this.
Oh, I knew off the bat that the Switch 2 would have an exclusive sometime down the road. It looks cool. I'll give it a shot, but I'll have to get a Switch 2 first, and that might be a long, cold day before I get a Switch 2. But it gives Studio Ghibli vibes. I like the fact that, I do like the fact there's a lot more co-op games that are being out that are actually coming out, and this one actually does look pretty. It does look pretty cool. I do want to say that.
I dig it, but like at the same time, I need there to be a solo mode too, because if I don't have someone to play co-op with, I can't play the game. I really do want to play this.
I wonder if there's a way around that, because I know for A Way Out, you can control the AI for. Well, it's AI controlled to a certain point in the way out, but I wonder if it could be the same here. Now, I could be completely wrong, but I would give this a shot. But yeah, I give this a shot, but I have to get a Switch 2 first. Yeah. But Tafari, Chris, I'm so used to saying those names. What y'all think?
Hey, look, I watched somebody else play it. It looks interesting, but that's a $500 investment. So
right.
God bless him.
Chris?
I love the animation because it does remind you of old school 80s, early 90s anime movies and shows, but not for a Switch 2.
Yeah.
It's making them out on other things.
Yeah.
I hope it does, because we said something about South of Midnight, and South of Midnight's going to be cross-platforming next year. So maybe that'll be the case, because like I said, my Switch 1 still works fine, knock on wood. But yeah, Switch 2, I kind of figured there would be an exclusive eventually, but overall the game looks pretty freaking good. I will say that. But yeah, going on to our last two trailers, I will go with this one because Tafara picked this one, but I'm a fan of this one as well. Ace Combat. We actually get another Ace Combat game. If you do like dogfighting, I'm not gonna lie to you. Outside of Afterburner, outside of Sega Afterburner, Ace Combat would be my favorite dogfighting game. But this is basically called Ace Combat 8: The Wings of Thief. Tafara, do you want to play the trailer? Or do you want to give anything on it?
No, I recently got back into Ace Combat because I finally played through Shattered Skies, which is, I believe, the fourth one on the PS2.
Yeah, it's four.
And the fact that you are basically not playing through a version of not World War II, and you are hearing the story from the perspective of what is essentially the bad guy.
Yeah.
And you are the main character who was like his unnamed rival the entire time.
Yep.
And it plays out like this tragic tale that you think is from the bad guy's perspective, but turns out to be from the perspective of a kid who was in the country that the bad guy was occupying. And even then, the bad guy wasn't really a villain. He was more so a soldier following orders, but then he starts losing members of his crew, and he gets to be this super sad-ass tale. And then you meet up for one last dogfight, and shit goes down. Like, yeah, it's Ace Combat has a very interesting way of telling their stories versus just a plane fighter. So it's dope to see they've come back for another main title.
Yep. That being said, here's Ace Combat 8: The Wings of Thief. And yep, that's how it's said.
Take a look. What a sight to behold. Whew, it's all over. The last lands of the FCU, the Federation of Central Asia.
First of all, thank you for joining us on this ship.
Hello there, my dear newcomer. You are very lucky, you know.
Yes, we are critically undermanned on this ship.
Don't worry at all. The man in front is Jan Rexco, the Wings of Thief. You're riding shotgun with the legendary Ace of Aces.
He's a mass delusion fabricated by the rumor mill of social media. Radar contact. We think it's the shadows. Our lone target is Wings.
I'll draw its fire. Time to pull out. 22.
Roger that. God damn it.
Start swimming, soldier. Make it home alive.
Let's keep at it, Rex.
Ray, heads up!
On your orders, Rex.
To keep up alive, Wings of Thief must stay on the mission. Must fly on.
I can make up your kill count to be whatever. Right. From now on, you'll be the greatest ace pilot this war will ever know.
Like I said, I'm sold. That was Ace Combat 8: Wings of Thieves. As you can see, guys, will be coming out next year for the PS5, Xbox Series X, and S, and Steam. Like Tafara said, try it again. Ace Combat really does have a deep story along with the dogfighting skills. I will say this because 7 was awesome, 6 was good, 5 was good, 4 was good. I didn't ever have a bad. Actually, hold on a second.
Sight to behold.
Quiet you. So yeah, it's definitely a fun experience. I can only assume 8's gonna be the same way, so I'm definitely sold on this. But what's the rest of y'all?
I mean, hopefully they get they also drop a demo. Please, I need y'all to remember those are a thing.
Right.
Also, is dude in the hallway like not Chris Evans? If you go back like 15 seconds, like a little more. When just before when the guy's walking down the hallway with you. Yeah, is that not Cap? Like right? Is that not Cap? If he would Cap with a different branch, Cap if he went to the Air Force.
Mean, you wouldn't be wrong.
You mean Admiral America?
Yes, you wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be wrong at all. I mean, technically, this could be that point in the timeline where they did a jump.
Okay, so I really got to ask this. We are 8 games in. Why in God's name have we not done a crossover with Macross yet?
Oh, legal?
I was gonna say that's got to be the only thing that's stopping.
We got Macross in the United States now.
That's the only thing I can think of is the legal side, because I agree with you. I don't know why Macross and Ace Combat haven't had a
Why
collaboration.
just haven't we had a Macross game that plays like Ace Combat? We used to when it was Robotech, when it was the Robotech game on PS2,
True.
which is honestly one of the best Robotech games ever to exist.
But that's the only thing I can think of. It's got to be the legal side of it. The legal side is the only thing I can think of as to why we don't have it yet. And also because developers are getting gun shy about IPs. Although Macross by itself is a successful IP, but I digress. But no, this is going to be really fun to play. And again, you can't go wrong with dogfighting games. Although, like I said, I'm very partial to Ace Combat and Afterburner. Those are two of my favorite dogfighting games. But Chris, what do you say about Ace Combat?
It's been a while since I played a dogfighting game similar to Afterburner or anything like that. So yeah, I'd give it a shot.
All right, Safari, anything else you want to throw in the pile about it?
No, I recently got back into the franchise. I really like 4 a lot. I remember playing, I think, the demo for 6 on the 360, or might have been 5. I forget which one, but and it seems like they're really selling at the story aspect with the in-game engine cutscene. So, hey man, Ace Combat's out there for somebody. If you don't want to just do a bang bang shoot 'em up run and gun, you got different aspects of the military branches out there.
All right, Joe, anything else you want to add to it?
No, I mean, I would like to give it a shot. We'll see. It just kind of depends because, games are expensive these days.
You're not lying about that. Because I still say I think we're going to wind up seeing an $80 game in 2026, but that's just me. But the last show that we do got, guys, and again, we did cover 15 games. I mean, true. But we are going to get to our last trailer, guys. We did cover 15 games. Again, well over 60 games were covered at the Game Awards. Again, this is just 15 games that we thought were pretty cool. It does not mean that the rest of them were terrible. It does not mean the rest of them sucked. It's just that, again, if you want to know the entire listing of all the trailers that were played, please go to the Game Awards and you'll be able to see them for yourself. Or in the comments field, let us know what you thought. Even the games that we didn't cover. If there's games that you thought were pretty cool in there, and trust me, there were still plenty of them in there, let us know what you think. So that way, like I said, all opinions, there are no wrong answers. Again, unless it's sweet potato pie. But again, if it's store-bought, you're screwed. But the last trailer we do have is an updated release date for Phantom Blade Zero. And again, just like Onimusha Way of the Sword, I'm looking forward to this, but I'm going to stop. I'm going to shut up and just play the trailer.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say, why is everybody British?
Baby on board.
No one goes near that place, at least not anymore. But you, my darkness.
I knew it. You'd never break so easily. But why did you come back?
The Order's blades are coming. They failed once. They won't fail again.
Please, take it.
Save our people. The girl's nothing but a shell now. She'll never be the same.
You broke my blade.
But we broke your spirit!
Phantom is movement, striking from where none expect. Blade is breath. We channel it into steel, turning any blade into a divine weapon. When Phantom and Blade unite, no enemy stands.
Let's see.
Who are you?
Oh man, I'm gonna be broke with 2026. But that was the trailer again for Phantom Blade Zero. This was the reveal trailer, as you see, guys, will come out September 9th of next year. So again, this will be for PS5, this will be for Steam, and of course in the Epic Store. So this is going to be a PS5, PS5 Pro exclusive. This game looks like God of War in Japan, fair, or Souls-like. You know, because I saw the quick time events that are happening in this, I'm not sure if this is going to be a Souls-like game because
I hope to God not, because I'm getting tired of Souls games.
And that was exactly what I was going to say, because I like Souls games. I do. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and various other games out there, Bloodborne. I am a fan of them. I do know a lot of people do not like them. So I think for Phantom Blade Zero, because I saw quick time events in this game, I don't think this is gonna be a Souls-like game. I think it'll be probably more like Ninja Gaiden on steroids. Almost similar to Ninja Gaiden 4 if you haven't had a chance to play that. It kind of plays in that play style. Outside of that, I'm sold. This is probably going to be one that I'm just going to go ahead and pre-order and be done with. But also, Bama, nope, we did not forget about Diablo 4 and Lord of Hatred and the Return of the Paladin. Like we said beforehand, we picked 5 trailers that we thought were pretty cool. Again, we did cover 15 games. We did cover 15 games in under 2 hours or 2 hours-ish. So, again, we're not smiting Diablo 4. We're actually looking forward to it and Divinity and the rest.
I was going to say, did anyone care about the statue? No. I feel like everyone was just very underwhelmed at whatever the hell that was.
Like
the statue game is made by the same people that did Baldur's Gate 3, and it's Divinity 3, I think.
Yeah, it's Divinity 3.
So, I mean, when we get more info, then I think more people will be hyped, but like, just hooray, it's medieval Burning Man.
Right. It was just the cinematic. It threw a lot of people off. Let's put it that way. But no, man, we didn't
have more Muppets.
We didn't. We could have done with more Muppets. But no, we're not dissing Diablo 4. Looking forward to Lord of Hatred. I know I am. I know Navy, who is also playing Diablo on his stream. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring it up as well. But going back to Phantom Blade Zero, I'm sold. I can't say anything else more on outside of I can't wait to play it. But what say the rest of y'all?
I kind of want to see what the story is giving. I feel like these days I've seen a lot of the hack and slash and the samurai blade stuff. Let me see what the tale we're telling is. That might get me on it.
Yeah, because I mean, it looks like they're trying to say that the guy with the golden mask, I guess, was trying to kidnap you, and then I guess you wind up meeting him. So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more of the story than it comes out. But like I said, next year I'm already sold on it. But Chris, Joe, what about y'all?
I'm game. That looks good.
Mm-hmm. Joe,
I gotta see if it's Souls more than anything else. I'm just tired of Souls games.
Understood. I'm gonna have play Diablo 4. It's definitely fun. I will definitely recommend that, Bama.
I will say what I can say about Diablo 4 is the entire thing of Diablo trying to be a literal meme lord has completely talked me out of playing that game.
I would say if you have time, give it at least an hour. I would suggest for all those that haven't played it, give it at least an hour, because I know I have it. I've played it. And the one thing I'll say about Blizzard Entertainment, the devs love giving us more than what we paid for. So I will at least give them credit in that aspect. But
is that what about the Cosby Room?
Phantom Blade Zero will be coming out September 9th of next year. So that is our 15 games. Again, going around the room, guys, before we go into TV and anime reviews, before we call it a night, what did we think of the Game Awards for this year? Was it a hit? Was it a miss? Was it mid? Or was it try again next year?
It was predictable because we all knew Expedition 33 was going to sweep everything.
Fair.
But I also feel like it was a great year for indie titles. Before those people get on the internet and fucking lie to you again today about woke gaming is dead, DEI slop, like after we just watched a bunch of indie games get a sweeping year of nominations, one of them which got the record for the most nominations of all time, and I think the most wins of all time.
Yep.
But also I think maybe put some limitations on there. If you're nominated for Game of the Year, like you can only be put in like 4 other categories at that point, because the fact that the people who made Silk Song, which everyone waited so long for, stayed home because they're like, I'm not hurting my own fucking feelings like that. And then Jeff with the fucking jab. See, you guys won something. Like, dude, stop. Not now. Oh,
that was such a man between that and fucking Andrew Schultz.
Also, I was very surprised Doug Bowser showed up again, because like that man's on his way out.
Yeah, and yet still showing up.
Bowser had to be there to deliver the bribe money in person to make sure Mario Kart won Best Racing.
Right.
That's truth.
That or show him the phone that had the rest of Jeff's family hostage. Like at this point, they had his loved ones at gunpoint or some shit, because
had to.
Just like Jason Bateman.
like Donkey Kong for Best Family, I get it. Bonanza was great. I heard nothing but good things. Mario Kart World winning Best Racing was just the most what the fuck, and very much reminds me not all of these are picked by the players, because glad they brought out, I'm blanking on his name, but the guy and his son from Dispatch.
Chase.
Yeah, the actors, which he plays the lieutenant in Last of Us now too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, him and his son, which that kind of told me they weren't winning anything that night, because after they had Hazel hosting the Golden Joysticks, I was like, we're not getting an award for that. Not as care. Yeah, Bowser's leaving. I feel like Bowser just got in here. Congrats to South of Midnight. If anything, Game for Impact was a deserved win between the emotional beats, the time of release. That game, a Black Southern Gothic game being out while Sinners was also having its run, so like people were watching the movie, playing that game, or playing that game and then going to watch that movie. So the impact very much. I'm glad y'all got a win. Suck it, haters. Y'all can keep crying in the comments, but yeah. Look, man, don't be a gun and ball ass person. All these games got nominated because you took a chance on them with your time and money. Like sometimes. Like those fucking Fears to Fathom games do well every time, and they are built like an N64 emulator.
They pretty much are. Chris, what say you?
I'm with it. Why not?
Because I'll just say for this Game Awards, it's
better than the Streamer Awards, that's for sure. I could have done without Andrew Schultz. I could have done without that.
We all could have.
Yeah.
We all could have
done without that. Like I literally seen it. I'm like, oh, this guy. And then he didn't have to say anything. I'm like, oh, jeez. Congratulations, South by Midnight. Silk Song did get something, but not what I expected.
Yeah.
Same in the same with South by Midnight. Or South of Midnight. And couple good trailers, couple good reveals, and I'm like, okay, you guys need to learn how to do your pacing. And just like, yeah, you just learn to do your pacing, change it up. Certain reveals, like that last game, high ground, it could have done
placement
early. Yeah, it's.
I'm
by you figure by the end of the show, that's where people's attention, your viewership is going down. I'm like, so you want to put this somewhere near the middle or something.
What was up with Claire in the Frenchman outfits? Did I miss like an inside joke on the
they said it, they didn't think, and again, this was them being humble. They didn't think that they said the outfits were meant to be a joke because they didn't think that they would win any awards. Yes, that came directly from him. It was like, we didn't. This was meant to be a joke as far as the berets and the 33 armbands. They're like, we did not think we were going to win awards, and you wind up winning almost every award you've been nominated in. So I get it. I get
inside joke. That's what.
Yeah, it was definitely an inside joke. Like we're happy to be. It's just happy to be nominated. That type of thing. But I will say this from the Game Awards, it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was mid. And I understand what Jeff is trying to do. I'm not trying to knock that man. He is doing what
a host
he's doing the best of what you can do under the given situations. We are literally only watching yes, we want to see any developers outside of the main ones get shine. We do want to see them get their recognition. We do. The thing is, and this was actually said in our chat, and this was actually said on Blurred's Eye View, award shows are not what they used to be. I mean, there used to be surprises, there used to be entertainment. Unfortunately, as time and technology and instant gratification has come into place, it loses its luster. And
I blame 2009 MTV Awards.
Yeah, at the same time, we also have to be honest. As gamers, we watch Summer of Games, we watch Tokyo Game Show, we watch E3, we watch Comic-Con, and now we watch the Game Awards because we're watching for trailer announcements. We're watching to see what's going to get announced. And like we said, we do want to see indie gamers like Compulsion Games, like Sandfall Interactive, like many others out there outside of the big three, because we know the big three have done a lot of acquisitions. And some of them have even closed studios. But what we're getting at is, Mr. Jeff, as much as you are trying to do what you can, the only reason why the Game Awards was not as enjoyable as it was previously was the fact of placement of trailers. Like High Guard could have been your pre-show. Phantom Blade Zero could have been the last thing you talked about. But at the same time, yes, as gamers, we have hopes and wishes. We hope for a Titanfall. We'll always hope for a Titanfall 3. We'll always hope for Half-Life. We'll always hope for a game that should have came out. I was expecting Gears of War E-Day announcements. We got that from Microsoft the day after Game Awards. They sat there and said, oh, by the way, it's coming out in 2026. And we didn't get a trailer, announcement, nothing during the Game Awards, but Microsoft decided to post that on their socials the day after. So I will say this to wrap it up with a pretty bow. The Game Awards was just okay. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't amazing. It was okay. And what does that say for Summer of Games? Well, as you see in 2026, we have a crap load of games that are coming out. I know for me and Joe and Tafari, Omnimusha Way of the Sword, that comes out next year. We're seeing that Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, that comes out next year. I can keep going down the list, but I know at least about a good 30 to 35 games that we cover on this podcast in like the last 4 to 5 months, all will be coming out next year. So again, you're going to have good award shows. You're going to have bad award shows. This was a very okay award show, or as Bama said, very sterile. That kind of hurts. But that being said, like I said, we don't have comic pools this week. Fellas, do we have any TV anime reviews that we want to say before we call it a night?
I haven't watched it yet, but hey, man, love it or hate it. Thank you for a great run, My Hero Academia. Hey, and this is eight great seasons, a complete story start to finish. These epilogues have been much kinder to it than the manga was. Not a fan, Joe.
Just not season 7 because they dragged it out on purpose.
Yes, very much. Season 7 and that last movie was very much. We need to squeeze a little bit more money, and I stand by that. The first 3 movies, great. That 7th season and that 4th movie was very much. We know you like it. Come spend money.
Very much.
And the biggest waste of an end credit scene I've ever had in my entire damn life. But other than that, great story. I'm glad Horikoshi got to tell his tale with no meddling. It is nice to see a younger mangaka who's in touch with the culture. Putting Bakugo, like the fact that he was like mourning Kobe and paying homage to other superheroes in it. The fact that we see kind of a Western perspective from a Japanese mangaka, and he got to tell his story to the end, as well as give out movies that fit his story and weren't just cash grabs. The fact that he made all 4 of those movies canon and confirmed it like multiple times is also great.
Okay. Joe, what about you?
Very good on both things. Both Tojime Wants to Be a Kamen Rider Girl. They put some work in on that. She put work in on that one because Tojime was not going down anytime soon without like extra maximum effort.
They gave her Goku plot armor. I'm like, really?
Yeah, they gave her Goku plot armor. I didn't see one healing tank or BS power up midway through in that fight.
She had more. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. Like I said, it was. Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. I will say I did like it. I disagree with the outcome. I did like the episode, but I disagree with the outcome.
Well, I thought it was hilarious that he's only conscious when the mask is on him.
I mean, that man was a freaking tank.
Oh yeah, no, he tanked everything. But remember, I mean, we literally see him fighting a bear as a sparring partner at one point.
That is true.
So plus also she's using, I believe, judo throws or something. No, she's just using flat.
Taka was using judo, right? Taka was using judo.
Rider Man's using Aikido. So but she's using his own momentum and just like pile drives the shit out of that dude.
Pretty much.
Standard Kamen Riders. I kind of figured that was going on. Next episode we get the Q1 power up, the Inazuma lightning form. I saw that coming a mile away. I kind of wonder how far out we're going to write the detectives out. I wonder if they're going to come back or not, or how that's going to play out in general, because I know dude's got a problem, but that poor woman is just like at mercy at this point.
Oh, he gonna come back. I think he will. That's just me.
But now I forgot the sister was in on this now, but like unbeknownst to Baku, that his own sister is in on the whole thing now too.
Yeah. After being sworn, like, if you tell anybody, I will have to dispose of you. Just I was like, in the most calmest way of a threat, but no. Go ahead.
Other than that, the other anime so far that's been going on has been okay. A lot of stuff is starting to wrap up because we are still getting that time of year where we're winding stuff down because new anime starts in January. It's Winter Part 2. Mm-hmm. One Piece Season 1 is officially ending, and that's throwing a lot of people off because people don't understand. One Piece has been going nonstop, so technically we're still in Season 1 of One Piece.
Yeah,
we've had multiple arcs in Season 1, but Season 1 has gone on since its inception.
However, now is
Poor deluded fools.
However, now is the perfect time to watch One Piece literally from the beginning, and you can catch up.
No, I disagree with that because we're getting the Dragon Ball Z Kai equivalent with the One Piece, where it's take out all the filler and condense it to the manga amount. So you'll be able to watch a much more concise version of One Piece.
Fair. But if you're like me, I like to say I had to prove a point to somebody. Like once it goes on hiatus, you could literally catch up to the current episode. You could.
Commit.
What else?
Commit. Don't be
one
soft.
final thing is still masterfully done.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the other one I'm watching right now? I'm watching so many things as usual.
Okay.
Oh, Campfire Cooking in Another World. That just continues to be good.
All right. What say you, Captain? Anything, any anime or stuff that you want to bring up?
I've just been gaming. I think the only thing I've really been watching is Welcome to Derry. Season finale this Sunday, people.
Buckle
up. Buckle up, Buttercup.
I was gonna start watching episodes 1 to current tomorrow after I get through with Alan Wake, but I need to watch some comedy after Alan Wake before I try to go to bed. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, yeah. Other than that, I haven't watched My Hero this year. I think or this season, so I could catch up now. I can finally catch up.
It's a quick and to the point burn. They give you 12 episodes and they're wrapping this shit up.
They really do. So it'll be a good watch for you. As for myself, I said, like I said, outside of Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider, which me and Joe has already covered. My Hero, which Tafari already has covered. Gachi Yakuta is starting to head toward its break, which means Fire Force is around the corner. I can't wait for the second half of season 3 for that. But yeah, that's really all that I have. Because like I said, Welcome to Derry, I still got to watch that. And and One Punch Man, thank you for finally giving us a fight. What are you gonna say, Joe?
Happy 100th birthday to Dick Van Dyke.
Oh,
100?
Yeah.
Good.
He made it.
100 years old. That man's still moving around like he's 60. Dang.
He really do.
That man is
spry for that age. He is very spry.
Because what? Bob Newhart was what? 98?
Yeah. Betty White was 99.
Yeah. Good God. Well, happy birthday, sir, because you don't look 100. I don't know what you be doing, but you don't look 100. But
comedy.
Right.
That's all I can say, comedy.
Laugh the stress off. But like we said, that's pretty much going to do our reviews. No comp pulls this week as we wrap it up. Because like we said, Game Awards took a lot. Again, we did pick games that we thought were pretty cool. Did not mean the rest of the games did not matter. Please let us know what games you thought of outside the 15 that we did cover. But as we're wrapping this up, shameless promotions as always, as we do on this show. I will start with the captain of another ship that he lets me build up from time to time. Sir, would you like to let the people know what you're doing, where they can find you?
As you see, occasional adult. Blur's Eye View, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, YouTube and Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast. We do clips Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Didn't drop one today, though. But don't worry, we'll be back to form on Monday. We just finished off our Game of Chaos, Jeopardy style game. That was actually pretty fun. Go check that out. Lady Mandalore was watching from her sick bay and still having fun. So go check that out. We're having fun. You'll see us next Tuesday talking about God knows what. Probably more of the gaming awards, and I think it was the Street Fighter trailer. The Street Fighter trailer.
Yep. Yeah. And if we ever get an Avengers Doomsday trailer, which they already said now will be attached to Avatar, so that's going to be interesting. But
wait, I do want to shout somebody out.
Oh, go for it.
Jamie Broadnax from Black Girl Nerds is in the rooms of some of the coolest individuals that deal with Black cinema in television shows, and she's currently in London, I want to say. Nice. So shout out to Jamie Broadnax. She's actually part of the Blurred Station team as well, the press team as well. So she's good people. It's fun over there. Black journalism. It's
always a beautiful thing.
Always.
All right. So the man, the myth, the legend, because as someone pointed out, he's everywhere. Tafari, want people know what you're doing, where they can find you, sir?
Yeah. So I have this page. All my stuff is on this account on all pages, and then I've branched off into just this dash gaming on YouTube as well. So skits are still out. I'm trying to find one way to like round up these, like the 15 characters I've created over the last 3 months into one video for the Game Awards by next Monday. So I'm still writing ideas down. Working on, just because we've been losing Nickelodeon actors this week, currently running just Platinum Horizon Zero Dawn, probably moving on to Jack Combat Racing next week, and currently running through Rocket Power Beach Bandits. Also going to try to Platinum Sonic Racing Crossworlds before the year is over. And then if we hit our donation goal on our channel, we'll try to do the 7 days of Dispatch before Christmas gets here. So,
all right, sweet. And also a man who is busier than me. Show a guy Joe, sir. You want to let people know what you're up to and where you'll be at?
I'm just trying to think. I got so much going on. Same as always. Like I feel like I always give that reason. I got to pause. It's not the millennial pause. I promise. It's literally I literally just got to think. I got this week we will be over at API Middle Tennessee. We'll be over at Eat Bubbles for our annual Christmas potluck. I don't know what I'm cooking yet, but I kind of got an idea. Of course, I'm always over at Middle Tennessee Gaming. Thursday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights, and Sunday nights for various games. Grand Archive, Cardfight Vanguard, Match of the Gathering, and Flesh and Blood. We've been picking back up on Total Justice Gaming because I've been playing Mech Warrior 5 Clans Wolves of Decade. We beat that. I do apologize again for the stream night before last where we sat in the level for an hour and a half because that's what it took because I had no weapons on my mech and could only fight mechs via 5-minute respawns of my elementals until I just said F it and charged and rammed into a battle master and won the level.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to work.
Those are the best times.
We finished it. It was a fantastic DLC. And of course, it also gives question of what in God's name the Jade Falcon DLC is going to be. I don't know if they're going to actually go through the trouble of the Jade Phoenix book trilogy and chronicle Aiden Pride's story because he is one of the most prominent Jade Falcon characters of that time, or if we're going to jump straight to 3057 and do the refusal war between Jade Falcon and Clan Wolf, where it forms into the Jade Wolves. So I have no idea. Like, I know I'm speaking Moonspeak to the rest of you guys, but for the people that understand Mech Warrior, they know what I'm talking about. Either way, go watch that. There's so many goddamn lasers being fired all the time in that thing. We showed a clip last time. It's even worse because it's at night. So there is just streaks of blue and red and green all going off all the time.
Nice.
Other than that, maybe I should be getting back to Digimon because we got to go through that side mission hell before we fight the final boss, and then we got the DLC content. And then me and Tafari at some point have to catch up on Ultraman because that's getting ready to end. We just kind of stopped before Omega Part 2 starts, which the second half of the show got kind of pseudo retooled to be more in line with standard Ultraman.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go over that. Once the show ends, they did confirm there's not going to be an Omega movie, but they've already announced that they're going to be doing Ultraman New Generation Stars S, which is kind of like the let's learn about Ultraman for 24 episodes and before the new series starts up. So we got time to catch back up on Ultraman Omega, on Ultra Watch. And then other than that, I'm napping on my couch.
Fair enough. All right. Well, thank y'all for that. Before I do get to myself, again, we always say we stick with the shameless plugging. Shout out to Rick's Comic City, Nashville's #1 place for comic books, whether in Nashville and Clarksville, Tennessee, both locations. Also, their website at rickscomiccity.com. Their place for the #1 place for comics, mangas, anime, pop Funkos, you name it, they got it. Definitely check them out. At the same time, guys, always check out APR TV. Why? The Give It podcast can be seen on APR TV. It's an app that's available on the Roku channel store as well as Amazon Fire TV, along with other shows like Blurred's Eye View, for example, can be seen there. Definitely check it out. You will not be disappointed. Also, check us out, the Give It podcast on YouTube. Literally, type in the GB podcast and we pop up. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. So anytime that we do go live, or we do upload a show, you can definitely check it out there. We would certainly appreciate that. Also, my other show, How the Frack We Got Here, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You can definitely find it also on YouTube at How the Frack We Got Here podcast. Like, share, and subscribe if you do want to catch up with the news and not be fed the BS. And I forgot about Blur Station. Definitely check out blurrstation.com as well, guys. Again, a streaming site that is definitely has everything. We actually showed our Captain Chris Fury, as he's the director of the news network there for Blur Station. We actually showed Blood Dealers. What is Blood Dealers? You gotta go to blurrstation.com to find out. You will not be disappointed. $10.99 a month to stream, and Blur Station does stream on all smart devices. As for myself, Black_Spartan615, you can find me on the socials. I usually talk to everybody. Just don't make it weird. I don't want to get into the blocking patterns. At the same time, I do stream myself. The last game I streamed was Ghost of Yotai. I have yet to figure out what I'm going to stream next, but definitely check me out at Twitch at Black_Spartan615, because again, I try to go for games that don't really get a lot of shine, or games that I said I wanted to play but never got around to doing it. So I'm trying. So bear with the brother. Outside of that, show's still going on. We are approaching the Christmas holidays. Of course, the Reverend is not here to say it himself, but I will say it anyway. If you have the ability to give gifts, do so. Please do not stress yourself out about getting gifts. Sometimes it's best about just hanging out with family, with friends. Make sure everybody's cool, because we're all about protecting our mental, protecting our peace, protecting our strength, and just checking up on people. Because right now we are getting to part of the holidays where it might be just a little bit harder for folks. At the same time, we, above all else, are big proponents of taking time out for yourself. So as Lord the Culture would say, take that PTO and just let that shit go. Also, before I do wrap this up, definitely check out Roomful of Blurs, as her and Navy Montel usually go over indie comics. She is killing the indie comic game right now every Sunday at 6-ish. Check out Geek by Heart. They just got a review. They got their review out of SuperGirl. Check them out at Geek by Heart on YouTube as well. Also, check out again Tafari TV. Why? Because this man has skits that will have you crying, especially the latest skits about the delayed games. I love playing that one just because, again, he's not wrong. But definitely check him out. Check out Fresh Press by Z, because she is starting her 12 Days of Christmas. So if you are into nail art or have nail need, definitely check her out, because she just posted up there as well. And like I said, Lord of the Culture, Geek by Heart, Navy Montel, because again, at BlurCon Speaks, he is also streaming. I think he'll be back on Diablo 4 this Sunday as well. And I think he's actually got some interviews coming up under his YouTube channel as well. So follow us and like us. We can be found everywhere, especially in the Blurred's Eye View banner, because again, we are a podcasting group of folks, and we love to plug and actually share what each other's doing, because again, we are one band, one sound. The rules still do apply, guys, when it comes to cosplay. Again, cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. Please keep people the respect and honor they deserve. It takes a lot of courage to put on something that either you purchase or design yourself, to be able to express yourself out in the world. And somebody who's basically in a basement that's never seen the light of day should never make you feel any less than what you believe to be. Treat people the way you want to be treated. It's not that goddamn hard. Number 2, hygiene is important, especially as we're going into the winter months. Soap, water, and deodorant are still cheap. Native deodorant does not work. Axe body spray is not a replacement. Please wash your ass. Clean clothes are all required. That'll help us keep the sickness and the con crud away. And the last rule that I have for myself, that I have for everybody else, guys, in a world that is cold, that is cruel, be nice, be kind, talk and share, and discuss your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and you won't get jumped. But as we wrap this up, guys, we will hopefully be back here next Friday, same Get Bit time, same Get Bit channel with news of the week and videos of the week as well. And again, I want to thank Captain for being on with us, for joining us in on this one, as he is always welcome here. And again, guys, we will hopefully have some news. We might have a Doomsday trailer. We might have a Lanterns trailer that's longer than 11 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knows? We actually might have a longer, and don't get me wrong, I understand we got spoiled with Supergirl, but dang, could we at least got a minute trailer? 11 seconds? Really? But anyway, I'm just complaining. That being said, fellas, any last words we call tonight?
Hey man, watch it, enjoy, and play what makes you happy.
Yeah, and don't be so critical of things that you get short spurts on. Like,
right.
Just enjoy it.
Enjoy, because you might not have it.
There was a time that we didn't get this.
Mm-hmm.
And in that same time, when we did get something, it was trash, but it was nostalgic.
I was once cool. I was once it, but now I am not. It happened to me. It will happen to you. I'm sorry.
We're talking about tiger sharks.
No, just
no.
What we see a lot in what we see a lot in our genre of work, people, Supergirl trailer drop. So I'm excited, and people, they're picking it apart.
Right.
And they're like, oh, well, it doesn't look like. I'm like, it's a trailer. It's a teaser trailer.
Now,
and be happy you got that.
So me and Chris could probably discuss this. And I went on a bit of a rant, as I usually do on stuff like this. I do not fault them as much as I usually do, because we were given a very idealistic version, a 1980, 1990s version of Kara, because people are more associated with her with either the original 80s book, or when everybody was reading comics, or the Justice League the animated series, or just Superman the animated series. And those are very, very specific versions of her that everyone grew up with. Not a lot of people understand what she is like currently, or has been in the past. I mean, as I said, she got her red ring because that is an angry, angry young woman.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of depth behind that character.
Yes, there is. But a lot of people are very honed in on the Superman animated and the Justice League variant. So, and just not everyone's going to pick up a book, and Supergirl is always getting rebooted because she's not a big selling book. Same with Power Girl. Yeah, I don't excuse them for that, because there's always literature out there that they can read, but I do understand. Like I was saying earlier, I have a friend who already said, no, we're not analyzing the character itself.
No, he's saying, now what Bama's saying for everybody else that's doing that, don't analyze the trailer. It won't be out till June, is what he's saying.
I already have a friend that's saying he's not going to let his girls see that movie when it comes out, because he thinks it's a bad influence on younger women, seeing a superhero bearing the emblem of Superman going out and getting almost blackout drunk.
Yeah.
Which, I can always point to
understand that. At the same time,
that's what I said. At the same time, it's his kids. It's his prerogative on how to raise them. He's technically not wrong.
I mean, he's probably it comes off more like, hey, let me screen this before showing this to my kids. That way, I'm like, okay, this might be fine. It's the same thing with my son. He didn't watch The Dark Knight until he was he didn't play the game, the Batman Arkham Asylum, until he got a little older.
Fair.
Because I'm like, yeah, this ain't the Batman, it's a little dark. It's a little dark,
But yeah, it's just when it comes down to it, it's just the fact that folks just need to just chill out. That's all. That's all it comes down to.
Also, we did point out, thank God they're not going to Space Alabama in this movie.
Yeah, thank God at all. But with that being said, we do thank everybody that liked, that watched that. Again, like I said, the Game Awards is what it is. Supergirl, looking forward to it. And like I said, hopefully, guys, see you back here next Friday. That being said, I've been Spartan. He's been Joe. He's been Chris. He's been Tafari. Thank you guys for watching. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And I promise we'll get through this. Live long and prosper. And happy holidays. We're out.
Remember, Mighty Number 9's a bad game.
Peace.